This can't be prison, because how is this happening? You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
This is not real. I don't know what you identify as. You're taking estrogen. Your chest is starting to hang until you're wearing bras. You're drawing on lipstick, but then you have a girlfriend. So it's like, are you lesbian, trans? I don't know what exactly you identify as, but I know your identity is not going to be 90 crypto. I know that's what it's not going to be. So
facts.
Right. Enemies in there. I was fighting them. We locked legs. I got the opportunity to lock legs for the first time. And I just did that by choice, because I'm like,
how did that even happen?
We could lock legs, but I'm like, I want to get that activity. I know I'm gonna win. What's up? I mean, it's some females that are, oh no, we don't swing that way, you know. But
until you get in their ear for like a few days,
you know what I'm saying? Like
that's what I always say, man. Where you getting for the stare?
Yeah, and you have girls sitting there plotting like, oh yeah, she said she's not gay. Watch me crack her. I don't really think I had relationships like that. Like after the situation, my first love, and I caught my case and everything.
Dang, told on your ass, huh? The first love.
Like it made me feel like I was more cold-hearted.
Today's episode, we have Sinbad. She started off as a runaway and ended up in Chowchilla with the first male trans inmates. She's been to juvie, camp, county, and in jail in other counties. She gives us the whole rundown on women's prison. Stick around for this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're not wearing that old, we're wearing the new Paisley Bandit sweatpants. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Indicted TV. I'm your host, Negra. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram. Before we start, you already know I got to give a shout out to my sponsors, Royalty Honey. Keep it hard, guys. Also for the best jewelry for his glory. And we ain't wearing no other shit. We only wearing Shockaware here.
Right.
And on today's episode, we have Sinbaddy.
Right. Hi, I'm Sinbaddy.
Hi. Hey. Welcome to Indicted TV.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
So tell us where you're from. I don't mean the gang. Well, you're eventually gonna say it. Where you grew up. How was your mom, your dad growing up? Like the house.
Okay. I'm from South Central. Growing up, I grew up with everybody. I grew up with my Grammy. So my dad was in and out of prison. So I grew up with my Grammy for a little bit. Then my mom lived with my grandma. So I stayed with them. Then my dad came and got us. And staying with my dad, I probably stayed with my dad from like 6th grade to a teenager. As soon as I turned teenager, I was gone. I didn't like living with my dad.
Yeah. But do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have. Ooh, dang.
A lot of them?
I have a lot of siblings.
From both sides?
From both sides.
Okay. But you were raised kind of by yourself? Or
no, I was raised with
not by yourself. I don't mean that, because obviously you have a lot of brothers and sisters, right? But from like, let's just say from 5, you said from 5 to the 6th grade, you were living with your mom at your grandma's type shit.
I probably lived with anywhere from like 2 to 6 siblings at a time.
Okay,
for the most part. But I got like 8 brothers, 7 sisters.
Oh my goodness, that is a lot.
My mom got 8 by herself.
Oh my gosh, she's out of control, huh?
My dad ain't no different.
Dang, that was out of control too, huh?
Yeah, they got 3 together, so.
So you have 3 brothers and sisters, like that are your actual brother and sister.
Right. Well, cool. All of them is my actual, but I got 1 sister and 1 brother, but my mom and dad have 1. Yeah, like that.
Well, that's cool. And how come you didn't like living with your dad, or what? How come?
Dad, he ain't going to hear it, but it's ass whipping time. Everything, every 5 seconds.
He was whooping.
Man, we did solitary confinement for real.
Tell us what that means.
What solitary confinement is?
To you at your dad's house.
Well, I learned how to make a spread, but my dad, like, if we get in trouble, we do something to get a whipping, like something at school, misbehaving or something. You feel me? We got to be on punishment. We going in the room. We probably on punishment for a month straight in the room. No TV, no none of that. We drawing on the windows. We doing whatever we doing in the room because we can't do nothing.
Oh, so you were literally programming.
Yeah, we get to go eat dinner, breakfast, lunch, and all that. Other than that, we can't go outside. Ain't no friend's house. Ain't no phone. What is a phone? We didn't even have one of those.
Yeah.
Everybody else did. We didn't have one of those. So, I just didn't really like the structure. I was hard-headed. I was the type to watch Beyond Scared Straight and stuff like that.
So, I want to go there.
Yeah, I was watching Bad Girls Club, Beyond Scared Straight. I'm like, I thought that I was tough. My dad, he showed tough love. Female, whatever. He wants you to learn correct so the streets won't teach you. He want to teach you himself. But, sometimes you could sit and talk. So it was our communication. We didn't really have a relationship. So that pushed me away from home.
Got it.
Yeah, I didn't want to be there no more. I just wanted to be rebellious and do what I wanted to do. And it's like, if we can't come to common term. But sometimes he was a little hard, I had an older sister and she was wilding out. So once she wilded out, he shut everything down. He turned me into a nun, my version of a nun. But he was tripping on me.
That's kind of cool, no? You're a girl, no.
My dad was tripping on us. He was tripping, but
at the end of the day, he was probably just trying to protect you guys.
His girls.
Like now that you're older, obviously,
right.
You probably sit back and you're like, hey, man, maybe I should have listened just a little bit.
No, I should have listened the whole way. I should have.
But you know what? But now now you probably do remember every single thing he said.
Right.
But are you still listening?
Still says it, yeah. I'm like, Dad, I'm ready to listen. He said, oh no, it's too late.
It's too late for you, girl.
I said, well, come on, let's start down. Right now. Tell me what I need to do from the start. I'm taking it down.
Oh, that's funny. It's not funny, but it's funny.
Right. I love my dad though, but I had to go. It was time for me to go.
So where did you go?
I ran away. Well, I left. One day I got suspended from school. And I was talking to this boy. I was still a virgin, but I was talking to this one boy. Sometimes you freak talk. So I was texting him on my phone, and I never thought about deleting my messages. I was the type to just be like, So I got suspended from school, and my dad was in the hospital. I had to go see him in the hospital. So I went to go see him. He like, why you get suspended? I got into a fight. He like, did you get your ass kicked? I'm like, no. He like, that's fine. Like, my dad didn't trip if we got into fights as long as somebody didn't pick on us, handle your business. But he'd trip if we was late or if we was playing, and he's tripping on that. But if it's come to protecting myself, he's going to...
For sure.
But my phone kept ringing while I was talking to him. So while my phone kept ringing, he like, who calling you? I'm like, I'm trying to be cool. My friend, just let my dad know I got friends, wrong friend. So the boy kept calling me. And he like, who calling you? So I let him know who calling me. So I had to go to a choir concert. So I was on my way walking out the door. And he like, come here. Let me see your phone.
Oh, you were in the choir?
Yeah, I couldn't sing though. I was in the same choir for a couple of years. I tricked myself. I thought I could. But I can't sing. I can harmonize, but...
That's what matters.
Right. Auto-tune. T-Pain did it. So basically, my dad, he called me and asked me for my phone. So I turned around and gave him my phone. He like, what's your password? I hesitated a little bit. I had to think about what it was. I'm like, I should delete everything. I'm like, he's not going to go through it. So boom, fast forward. I give him my password. He logs in my phone. I'm going down the elevator on my way to choir concert with my stepmom. We on the elevator. My stepmom get a call. She get a call. I don't know. All of a sudden, she pressed go back up. We go back up, walk in there. She called my dad called my stepmom to the door. Like, look at this. It was over with. It was over with. Fast, y'all, it was over with. I had to go. Once we got back to the house, I was out of there. I crept out the back door. He didn't have no alarm system. I'm out the back door. I wait till he pull up. As soon as I see him pull up, he was in the car behind. As soon as he pulled up, I watched out. I'm like, oh, he pulled up. I crept. I went to an RV, rode under an RV, grabbed a lemon off a tree real quick, rode under an RV and watched them drive by looking for me. Because the road was a long road. So I'm like, if they come finding me, it's only one road and I'm big. Like, I can't get too far. I'm like, they going to come looking for me once they know I'm gone. I stood in the RV. I watched them drive back and forth. I'm like, all right, they done looking for me for a little bit. They going to get tired. They're like, she going to find her way home. I was gone. I ran away for the weekend.
The weekend? Well,
I tried for as long as I wanted to until somebody gave me up. Was like, oh, she at my house. I heard the V8 engine pull up. My stomach was turning on. I heard the engine pull up. My stepmom, she like, you ready to come home? I'm like, I'm going. So I went home for a little bit, left again. Once I left that time, it was over with.
Were you already part of, what age did you get into your gang?
I was young. I was a teenager.
As you should be. Yeah. You got to be young when you get into a gang. You can't be getting into no gang at no 20.
Right.
You know, that's not cool. Not that it's cool, guys. I'm not saying it's cool. I'm just saying, if you're gonna, if you're gonna live the life, let's just start that shit young. So when you get a certain age, you're over with.
But I was already in the streets though. Before I was gangbanging, once I left home, like 14, 15, I was already in the streets. I had to survive. I went to like my mom's side of the family. That side of the family was more poor. My dad was more like my dad from Compton. So his whole motive was get out of prison and go get my kids and get them out the hood. So But with my mom's side of the family, it's like family oriented. We all like together functioning, but it's poor, not homeless. It's poor. It's poor. We didn't really have no money like that at all. But I wanted what I wanted, so I was going to get it by any means necessary.
And you did.
So I was in the streets.
Got it.
Right. I was like a leader in the streets. I led myself to the streets. Nobody taught me this. I just, I don't know, was I watching too much TV?
Too much Scare Street?
Because everything I was doing, I did it on my own accord. Like, it was me. It was no man leading me in the streets.
Yes, I understand.
When I run into men, I was more like, this is sis, because I'm out here.
Yeah. And
I'm not going to be tampered with, touched, or nothing like that. I'm just handling my business, and everybody's going to respect it.
That's right. That's right.
Right. That's what led gang life.
Okay.
But I chose that too. I'm like, oh, yeah. I want to do that. I want to be this.
For sure. I get it.
So it was my mind frame at the time.
For sure. Did you ever get in trouble as a juvenile? Did you go to juvenile hall?
Yeah, I've been to juvenile hall. I've been to Central Juvenile Hall. I've been to Silmar. When you go to camp, you got to go to Silmar. So we went to Silmar. I've been to Riverside Juvenile Hall. I've been to Southwest Juvenile Hall. I got kicked out of Southwest Juvenile Hall. I was tripping.
That was tripping. You're going to tell me about that. But tell me about your first time getting arrested and going to juvenile hall. Here's a little face. Why are you smiling like that?
I just some bullshit happened, and I ended up going to juvenile hall. I went to I got locked up in Riverside Juvenile Hall. I did probably like 2.5 months or something.
But how'd you feel when you got there though? Like, how was it? You getting arrested.
Ready. I'm like, I didn't really like the fact that I was going to jail. I'm like, damn, y'all just gonna tell like that? That's what I was thinking at the time.
Okay, so basically somebody's told on you.
Yeah, somebody. Okay. Somebody dropped a dime on something that they thought I did.
Yeah.
It's
normal shit.
Yeah. Basically. And I was like, damn. Coming from somebody you love, like coming from, I'll do anything for you.
It should be that way.
Yeah. So, but when I went to jail, I'm like, I'm already on my way. I'm finna turn up. Like what? That's just what I was taught. I was watching Beyonce. I was watching all that. I was,
yeah.
I turned up. I was gang banging, and I'm like, what's going on?
So you were banging in there hard.
Yeah, I was banging. I had a couple fights in Riverside Juvenile Hall. But, in Southwest Juvenile Hall. Then I got kicked out. I tried to hop the balcony, and then, as a juvenile, they ain't letting you hop no balcony. I'm trying to get to somebody, run and get after somebody, so.
Oh, wait, they had balconies there?
Yeah, they had balconies where you could jump over.
Oh, shit.
Like, and try to, maneuver, so. They moved me to Riverside Juvenile Hall, all boys. It was me and one other girl. Yeah.
And how was that?
It was cool. It was different because it was boot camp. It was boot camp style, so they had to turn, spit, turn back, walk. The food was nasty, but they gave me an Xbox play, so it was like,
oh damn,
it was kid stuff, and I was only female, so they was trying to make me feel comfortable. Yeah, I got to play volleyball with the boys until they get to hit me in the head and shit. I don't like that. Like,
oh damn,
because now I'm ready to trip if you was a girl, but damn, y'all hitting hard. We playing volleyball together, but they have to keep their boundaries. Like we could talk, but they can't touch, and they're monitoring that.
Yeah, but, obviously.
Yeah, I was with all boys. I got transferred.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, it's just so that we could get the visual of like the years.
I'm 27.
Okay, so it was a few years back. Yeah, more than a few years 10. Back. Yeah, and tell me about Eastlake. How did Central's Eastlake, right? So how was that for you? Completely different from Riverside, that's for sure. Respectfully, guys.
Yeah. Well, when I went to East Lake, when I was at East Lake, I don't know, it wasn't really turned up like that. It was,
Really?
yeah. When my time at East Lake, it wasn't all like that. I mean, there was girls acting out though. They was acting out like mental health, acting out.
Oh, dang.
Like stuff like that.
Hey, that's kind of more scarier, huh?
It was. Oh, it wasn't really scary at all.
Oh,
but
well, for me, I think being around fucking mental people, it's like, well,
no,
so I don't even want to
it
go to
wasn't
sleep.
scary. I'll be like, y'all play too much. Like y'all just get y'all stuff to. I feel like y'all playing tricking this. It was more like tricking the system, like that at a young age. So
that makes more sense.
But as far as like fighting and the boys, the girls is just, it really wasn't as active as it was. It was in Southwest Juvenile Hall. It was more turned up.
Oh wow,
it was more turned up, but it was still. It was whatever I came in there gangbanging too. So.
And what did you go there for?
East Lake, like my case. Oh, I got transferred.
That's what happened.
So this is the worst feeling in the world, and I still always have this feeling every time I get incarcerated. It's not nothing to brag on, but I've been incarcerated probably like 15 times, maybe over that. So basically, when I was in Riverside Juvenile Hall, I got transferred to East Lake, right? So they had dropped my case, and picked up a new case. But the judge had told me, like, oh, you're about to go home. Your parents is waiting for you at the gate. Like, you're about to go home from Riverside Juvenile Hall. I'm like, yes, I'm out here. I did my little jail time. I'm out. So as soon as I'm, like, walking out the doors, it's detective. They approach me. They tell me to turn around, say what they say. And, man, I'm walking out the door. I'm like, I could run. Like, it's just air. He looking, don't even try. I'm like, damn, I'm big. Like, if I'm just about to fall, but I was ready to go. What do you mean I got to go to another institution? Like, you said I was leaving, that my dad did come to court. You feel like my family came to court. I'm thinking I'm ready to go. They transferred me, dropped the case, gave me a bigger case, like, took me to their juvenile hall out there.
So what happened?
What, when I got to that juvenile hall?
Well, yeah, what happened, like, with the case?
Oh, I took time. They had sent me to the county jail. I ended up turning 18 in the halls.
Okay.
So and I was tripping. I was in there tripping on my ops. So I had gotten into it with somebody or whatever, and they had told my judge when I went to court, my judge. Judge Todd, oh my God, I can't stand him. He like, oh, you want to be in there saying, he said it. He said that. And I'm like, what? He like, yeah, I'm about to send you to the county. So he sent me to the county. I get sent to the county. I ain't gonna lie, at that time and that age, I liked the county. I liked the county way better than juvenile hall. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to be in jail at all though. But
I understand.
I like the county better than I like juvenile hall. I could talk in the county. They'd be like, you can't talk. Be quiet. We come out to watch a movie. They're like, be quiet. We come out to do they little PE. Be quiet. Everything is...
Be quiet.
Like, I want to communicate with people. Yeah. I don't want to just be sitting here like... You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, dinner time, be quiet. Like, and give me some more food. This food nasty. You get Al Jones. Like, what is Al Jones? I'm never going to earn them incentives to get a Gatorade, corn nuts. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you get to the county, you could spend $2 something. You could get your food.
You could talk the whole time.
Talk. Fuck, just talk. I like women, so...
Started bulldagging right away, huh?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was fun.
I think bulldagging is kind of like what women do though. I know that's what it is.
It was a good experience.
Well, tell me about your experience in the county. Like you got there and you're like, oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I was fighting. I kept going to the hole, like, because it'd be on site. So I was squabbling when I got to the county. It would be then when I went to court, they're like, I was being, what is that called? Not tried as adult, fighting fitness. Mm-hmm. I had to fight fitness. And so in juvenile hall, I had to fight fitness. He sent me to the county, but I was still fighting fitness to be able to go to camp.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the difference is I didn't want to go back to juvenile hall once I hit the county. I'm like, I don't want to go back there.
Because you're already with the adults. You don't want to go back with the kids. I don't want to go back with the kids
and shit. I didn't want to go back. Because then I caught myself liking this girl, and then I was tripping on things. I didn't want to go back. I'm like, so I told my attorney, I don't want to go back. He's like, what do you mean? How do you think you can't want to be in an adult environment and then want to fight fit? So I'm like,
really makes sense, right?
Right. He wasn't, but my mind, ignorant. I just want to, this is what I was thinking. I just want to be an adult. I want to do this. So I ended up going back. my county, I was fighting, whatever, going to the hole. I ended up getting my stuff together. I ended up going back to juvenile hall, and I went to camp. From there, I went to Silmar. I enjoyed my little time at Silmar. I couldn't stand Silmar, though.
Silmar sucks.
The only thing is they PE. You could go. They got like big rec, big all that. They have different activities. But the bathroom, they don't have no toilet in the bathroom. I mean, in the rooms.
You have to go. Yeah.
Yeah, they have, at least they have the toilet, the little, you can wash your hands. There you have to knock. And then they don't come right away. Like, I have to use the bathroom now. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
That makes you feel like a little kid in your room. Like, use the bath. Like, that's not right. I need a toilet here.
Yeah, the toilet paper right there. Do they still do it like that? How, like in the restrooms?
Yeah. The setup was different. It wasn't like central. It's just, the vibe is different. And you don't even come when we need to use the bathroom all the time, so it's a problem. And then you have all girls acting out, peeing on the ground and stuff.
That's horrible.
Yeah, like, I was tripping. I was even tripping. But, yeah.
Where you're like, hey, where you're like knocking and you're like, get this girl, let's put her down, like none of that.
Oh no,
like,
they didn't have to
throwing
do
things
that.
on the walls.
Because I'm not gonna win with them, so I'm not.
Okay, so you just know better, obviously.
Yeah,
like
you're not about to be just attacking me for fun.
Yeah,
so,
like when you do time and you know how to do time, like when you start at a young age or whatever, like you know the do's and you don'ts. Okay, you know if you behave a certain way, these fools are gonna be on you type shit. So yeah, you're gonna act up and fight, but you're not gonna act up with the cops or with SEALs or whatever the heck they are.
Yeah, I'm not doing all. But don't disrespect me either, though.
Yeah.
Don't feel like you can disrespect me just because you're in our uniform, because that happens a lot. Like in prison, it happens a lot. It don't matter where you go, especially out of state. I've been to jail in Vegas. Whoo, they horrible. No respect. Orange County, same way. They like, stop talking to me like that. I'm not your kid. Stop talking to me. And then you cussing at me, calling me out my name.
Oh no.
Like, that's what they do to females, to women. Prison, horrible.
We're gonna get to prison. We're in camp now. We're in camp still. We're in camp. What happens at camp? You get to camp, you probably find a little girlfriend, or no?
All right, yeah, camp. I get to camp. It's a couple girls there. You know, I found this one little. She was actually chubby. She wasn't little. She was actually pretty hefty, but she had colored eyes and she kept herself up. So I thought, you know, I was crushing on her. Then she started talking to another girl on the other side of the wall.
Oh no!
Yeah, so I felt some type of way. So I used to trip on the girl and throw stuff at her, spray little stuff in her face. Yeah,
meanies.
And then I started talking to her afterwards, the girl, to make the other girl. I'll just do little things
to entertain yourself.
Yeah, but I'll be making raps because I'll always be fighting. So they'll send you to something called the Box, the Hope Center. They changed it to the Hope Center. They got Xbox and stuff. It's for when you got to go do solitary confinement by yourself.
Really?
Like
they have an Xbox in there?
Yeah, they got an Xbox.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, well, I don't know about now. I don't know. They probably got meta glasses and all kinds of stuff.
That's funny.
I'm just saying, they probably ended up playing Dance Dance Revolution, the 2026 version.
In the box.
Yeah, it's different now. I wish they had Wi-Fi in the phone. That's all I needed. We had the little house phone for when our PO come. They come once a week. We get our phone calls and stuff. But somebody in my family had passed away, and yeah, so I had to do my box time and deal with that. And that hit different because that's the first time somebody actually, you know, somebody close passes away and you like.
You felt it.
Yeah, you young.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what do you do?
If we can't do anything.
Yeah, and then my dad, he's being a dad, but it's just like, let me run my program. He calling them, letting them know if she's acting out, it's because this, like, don't stop letting these people know. Now I'm even tripping more because they didn't need to know that. Like that, I'm the type, let me have my personal business. Just like I said, somebody passed away, but I'm not saying who, you get what I'm saying? You don't know who I beef with. You don't know what's going on.
They're going to use that against you too and mess with you even more.
Exactly.
For sure.
And that's what happens apart. Like, I see it. And sometimes it be me. Like, I feel like I was a real, like, evil person. So if you say something to me, I'm going to get you where it hurt. Like, that's just how I was. Because it's like a dog-eat-dog world when you're incarcerated. Like, and I'm not going to let nobody run over me because of the way I look or...
For sure.
You know, so I know how it is. So let me have my personal space. So in camp, it was girls and fighting and school and little dances and stuff. I had homegirls in there, all that. enemies in there. I was fighting them. We locked legs. I got the opportunity to lock legs for the first time. And I just did that by choice because I'm like,
How did that even happen?
We could lock legs, but I'm like, I want to get that activity. I know I'm gonna win regardless.
How did that even come upon? Like, did you tell her like, hey, let's lock legs?
I'm like, what's up? Like from juvenile hall because we got into it in juvenile hall, but I got sent to the county, so I got to see her again when I hit the halls. I'm like I seen her in the kitchen. She was working. I'm like, what's up? Like, what's up with all that? Mm-hmm. So for us not to get caught, let's go lock these legs. Either way, let's come from the shoulders. So,
and it was all cool.
Legs. Yeah, it was whatever afterwards.
Sometimes you just gotta get it in.
Yeah, we gotta live together. We gotta sleep next to each other, bunk beds. How it's set up in Camp Scott. You got like the little A, B, C, D wing. They named after I think stones and stuff. So, and then you get moved from different ones. And I did 7 months in camp.
And your family went to go visit you?
My dad.
Your dad's always been there, huh?
Yeah, that's one thing about him. He gonna be there, but he gonna pop it. My dad's not there. I'll be like, dang, Dad, can you give me a hood book? Can you give me some urban books? I want an urban book. Everybody got urban books. I'm giving you like some.
I read all
slavery. I'm giving you slavery books. Like, but I get you though. I should have been reading it. I'm just like, Dad, I don't want that right now. Like, can you add that in with the other books? Like, that's just how I was when I was younger.
Like, we didn't appreciate
exactly.
Nothing.
I didn't. But he came. He definitely he showed up. He came and see me in juvenile hall. He came and see me in the county. He came and see me. Oh, he couldn't come see me in prison. But
so he's always been there.
He's always been there.
And you think because he's
still here.
Oh,
he's still
good.
Here. He's still here.
Good. But what I'm saying is like,
it's his birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Dad!
Yeah, happy birthday, Dad.
What I'm saying is like he understands of the feeling of being busted. So he's like, dang, like my daughter's in there, and he's like, it's probably because of me, like watching me as a father not be there, type shit. You get what I mean? Do you have children?
No, I don't have any kids.
So
I feel where you're coming from.
Okay.
I don't think he blames himself though. He
not blames himself, but it's like, damn, maybe if I was there before. Because you said he was busted and he came home and he was like, I'm gonna go get my girls or my kids.
Just for that time he was not there. Right.
And as a parent, I feel like we all kind of like do it to ourselves, like as far as like the way we feel if our kid's going through it.
Right.
Like, damn, I messed up. It was maybe not blames himself, but like, dang, I know that feeling. I gotta be there for my baby girl.
Yeah, he's been here. When I was younger, no. But from that time I told you I moved with him on up, yeah, he's been there ever since. And I give him that because he is a good father. He's a great father, actually. He's very amazing.
Sounds like he is.
I did take it for granted because I was,
We do that. But hey, you know that your dad's a good dad. Like, so all you really could do from like now on is be like, check up on him. Like,
I check up on. I just call him. I get on his nerves. Just how he got on my nerves, I be getting on his nerves. But I love him.
I'm sure.
We got a good relationship now. When I was younger, we didn't. We didn't really have that relationship.
As you get older, it gets even better.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are still gonna fight. Like, I fight with my mom still. Not fight, but like, if we're together for too long,
right?
It's like, oh, it's time for you to go home, lady. That's it. I've had enough of you, type shit. Okay, so you're in camp. He goes to see you. You did 7 months. You're fighting. You're doing all of that. Normal shit. What else were you gonna say?
Oh, I was about to say what happened after that.
No, what would you say was the craziest thing you experienced while you were in camp? Because after that, you already turned 18, so we're jumping to a different stage.
The craziest thing I experienced when I was in camp. I'll say the experiences with the girls, like just being able to do what I wanted to do in there freely. Like I'll say, oh no, you know what? In the kitchen one time, I had a fight. With this girl, and I just wasn't in the right mood. Remember I told you the situation that happened with me, like I had a family member that passed away. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't, and it wasn't their business, and I wasn't that expressing themselves. But I wasn't expressing that to them. So me and this girl, we just kept getting into it. And it was like one time in the kitchen, I'm not about to. And then they said if I do something, I could go back to the county. I could go finish my time in the county. So I kept pressing the issue. I want to finish my time in the county. I don't want to be around them no more. I was 18, so they have 18-year-olds in there. They had, 17, 16. They had younger girls, but they had 18-year-olds in there. So it's just like, I don't want to be in here with none of y'all. I want to go to where the adults are.
I'm an adult.
Yeah, I don't want to be, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be here with y'all. So I was getting into it with this girl. She had said something, and I hit her with the tray. I just hit her upside her head with the tray and, got it cracking. And it was what are they called? Not parole officers, but
the probation officers?
They were tripping on me, and they kept telling me, like, I'm going to go back to the county. So I kept telling them, press the issue. Can y'all send me back to the county? But they were talking about putting an ad charge. But it was just like in that moment type of thing, because I'd have to hit that girl upside her head.
Yeah, that was like the craziest thing. Like, you didn't have to. Yeah.
But I did.
That is pretty crazy.
I turned around and hit that girl upside her head like that. But I shouldn't have hit her upside her. I shouldn't have, but it's just, and I'll be thinking like, dang, what happened in camp?
Like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
You weren't.
And sometimes I forget that happened until people remind me. Like, I still talk to people I was in camp with. So they're like, oh, remember that day when you hit that?
I'd be like, girl, no. Thanks for the reminder. So what happened? Did they send you back did they send you to the county?
No, they didn't send me to the county. They just let me out on that 7th month. They rather like get out on your 7th month instead of your 9th month. Like,
oh, that was cool.
Right. They like, we want to just let you on out. You need to get back to your family. You done had a tragic passing in your family. And you're young. You need to go be with your family rather than you just keep being in here. You want to be confined, like,
Makes us worse sometimes.
What, them letting us out?
No, having us confined while we're going through shit.
Oh, right. Right. It does.
Yeah.
It does.
So what happens to you? You get out.
I get out. I go to the Covenant House because they have programs that'll take you or whatever. So they're like, you want to go to like a little program? When I was in camp, I'm like, yeah. I just seen all the girls going to the program or whatever. I'm like, they offer housing. They was making it sound real good. They'll give you could get your own apartment in this amount of time. So I'm like, all right, well, sign me up. Is there still space? Rather than me go to my dad's house or it starts from scratch because I'm 18. So I'm like, or just be in the streets and have to just grind, like just get it out of nothing because I don't have anything right now.
Yeah, definitely take advantage of the programs.
Exactly. So I went to the Covenant House, and from there, the program was nice. I enrolled in school. It was on like Western and Fountain. I enrolled in school and to get my GED. And then from there, I went to jail. Like 6 days later.
Dang.
From me getting out.
Why?
The same thing.
Fighting.
No, not fighting. I had caught a carjacking case.
Okay.
Carjacking.
Is that what happened the first time?
Armed robbery.
Because you didn't want to say it?
What kind of case?
Yeah.
Oh, I caught carjacking and armed robbery.
Okay.
Twice. So I went back to jail. Did 8 months in the county. And that was really my first county jail experience. Like real county jail. Because the first time I was in a school dorm when I went to the county, it was more like, it wasn't all super extra out. Then the whole, then like back to regular. But then when I got to the county this time, I'm automatically starting mini high power. When you get in there, it's turned up. Everybody turned up. It's either you turned up or you turned down. There ain't no in between. So I was turned up. And yeah.
You mean in the county?
Yeah, in the county.
And so what was happening? Like, whoa, like what? Tell us.
Okay, so.
You going there, hey, where you from type shit? Like what?
So I get in the county.
I mean, I know, but we want to hear you. We want to hear your story.
So we get in the county. You got to go through medical first. You got to get pregnancy tests and all the little questioning and the screening and everything like that. Then you got to go to medical. So then the county is different now, but then you'll be in medical for like 2 weeks, a week to 2 weeks. And then they'll just call you probably like 3, 4 in the morning, like to find you permanent housing. They didn't have permanent housing at first. So you had to wait to get, they had temporary housing. You couldn't shower, like.
Damn, for that long?
They weren't letting it. Like some people, maybe if you like act out real, they were picking and choosing. They
Who
wasn't letting you
wanted it?
shower though. You wasn't able to come out. You're not
Dang.
using the phone. You're not showering. They trick you when you get in. Like when you first get to the county, you're allowed to get a certain amount of phone calls when you initially get booked in. They say you can use the phone, but even now to this day, their phones don't work in the beginning. And they say,
And
oh,
the
we'll get
tanks.
your pin. Just wait till you get up to where you going or whatever. But y'all need to fix y'all phones. Like people need to call their family. People got kids. Y'all need to fix y'all phones. Because till this day, I was just in the county a couple weeks ago. Till this day,
In Linwood.
yeah. Until this day, their phones aren't working. So it's like, fix your phones in the front. And when you go to court, those phones don't work. On that side, when you get booked in, it's a whole nother side where they book men and females in. Their phones aren't working. You guys need to fix your phones so people could call home.
Fix your phones, guys.
They need to fix their phones. They make an excuse for why everybody knows, though. Everybody, if you've been to Linwood, you know about these phones. Their phones ain't working in the beginning. You got to work till you get housed. But now, permanent housing is quicker. So you get housed quicker. Probably like it take a day, maybe two. It doesn't really, unless you have real medical issues. But so I got housed. When I first got housed, I went to 3800. I get housed there. I ran into one of my cousins. I ended up selling with my cousins. And I rapped. So I was writing raps and stuff.
So you always rapped?
Yeah, I've been rapping since I was, my mom rapped. So I got it from her. So basically since like a kid rapping. Yeah. But I started writing raps more so in juvenile, not in juvenile hall, in camp. When I was in the box, I write raps.
That's cool.
So when they have me solitary confined, I sit there and I write raps and I study them and memorize them. That's what I'll spend my time doing while I'm going through what I'm going through. Until they let me back with everybody else. Then I'm back on whatever I'm.
Oh, your
they are throwing my rap book away. They some haters to this day. I'm like, which one of y'all threw the rap book away?
Can I get it back?
Right. No, I'm tripping on whichever one of y'all threw my rap book away. Because that was important to me.
Of course.
Those were my first raps. So I'm like.
Do you still remember them?
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, that's dope.
I remember a couple of them.
I'll have you say it at the end.
I could do one.
Okay, so you're in the county. You get to the 3800s.
So I go downstairs. I'm at the little table or whatever. I'm looking around. Everybody got their little blues, whatever. I'm to myself. I'm to the neck. I'm rapping at the table. Then somebody come. Where you from? I let them know where I'm from, and we go from there. They from where they from. I'm from where I'm from. It wasn't no hostility like that. I'm at the homegirl for 40s. A couple people. I'm meeting all the Crips. Crips is in here. We straight. I got my people in here. When the ops pull up, we on that, and we go from there. So that's how I spent my time. That's where my name was just like, but in juvenile hall, my name always been how it's been, Sinbad, but it's Sinbaddy though. But everybody call me Sinbad. Right. So any enemy, I was running them immediately, and I'm doing whatever. I'm on whatever. So every single one. So then,
line them up.
Right. Then it come that fear. When people meet me, they be like, oh, you're not what I thought you. They make you seem like you. Somebody told me they thought I was dark skinned. Some people, but they gonna know. When you hit that county jail, you gonna know. Because I have to go through this. They gonna test you. They gonna test me because I'm my color, my complexion, my face, my facial structure, or just my size. Just like they just gonna test me. They gonna want to test me, but I don't let nobody play with me.
Yeah, of course not. You let one, all of them are gonna.
Right. So in the county jail, I was more triggered. It was easy for me to just be anything. That's why everybody be like, oh, she's crazy. Like anybody really, don't talk to her. And with the girls too, like it was females in there that I like. So it's different from the men. Men, that's not allowed. That's not okay. Even if that was you can't go in there and be openly. They're not having that. Roll it up and get to your location.
Yeah.
But with us,
it's like, different. That's what it's all about.
Right. We in there like, what's up? I mean, it's some females that are, oh no, we don't swing that way, But
until you get in their ear for like a few days.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what I always say, man. Where you get for the stare?
Yeah, and you have girls sitting there plotting like, oh yeah, she said she's not gay. Watch me crack her. Watch, it ain't gonna take that long. You can
tell.
For some, it don't take long. Like I have a homegirl now, a homegirl from Compton. She do not play. She's like, We were in prison together. They would try to get at her. People would try to. She would like, stop, don't play with me with that. But then again, she's welcoming to everybody. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
she's nice, but you ain't gonna. You ain't gonna
you can't
get
take
it.
it to no gay club, and then she's like, like, but she's gonna welcome us. Like, if she mess with you, if she f with you, then she gonna take you in. Whether you a stud, whether you a girl that like girls, she don't care. She just be. And she'll give you relationship advice and all that. Like, so she ain't.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Studs never like me. Never, because I'm too aggressive. My personality. I'm calm. I'm older now, right? Yeah. But I'm like, bitch, put your tits down. Who the fuck you think you're fucking swelling up? I'm that motherfucker. Right. Like, just because you look like a man, that shit don't mean shit to me, bitch. Right. Like, put your tits down.
Oh, yeah. We call it taking Studs license. We for sure taking Studs license around here. No problem. Easy.
Hey, respectfully, guys.
Easy. You know, it's something that's,
we're gonna get there. We'll get there.
But in the county, it was different. I had girlfriends in the county. I had a girlfriend for like 7 months.
While you were in the county fighting your case?
Yeah. Well, was it this time in the county? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I had a girlfriend. And we was cool. We got into it, though.
I'm sure you guys used to fight hard.
We fought twice, and then we stopped with because I didn't really, why are we putting our hands on each other? Like, we got these enemies. We from, like, we allies. We're not from the same hood, but damn near. Yeah. We allies. So why are we putting our hands on each other and giving these people a show for anything? Mm-hmm. And I'm squabbling behind, you get what I'm saying? I'm squabbling behind her. She's squabbling behind me. And we have common enemies. Every enemy we have, rival hood, we have the same enemies. So they'd be like, an enemy would come in. I remember she had got down with this girl and she won, and the girl went around saying that she didn't win. She lied. So when she seen her, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna need that for you." You get what I'm saying? And then I'm scoot her out the way, like, and I'm gonna need that. But don't think I need that because this is my. No, I need that because where I'm from.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost.
Facts.
Then we could whatever y'all could get to the nitty and gritty. She gonna win anyway, but I need that first, really,
for sure,
really. If it was like that, so
yeah.
So we had got that out the way. But we female, so I just snatched her ponytail, walked around with her ponytail, trolled her with the ponytail on my head and all that.
You're a dick.
This after like my second time getting down with her.
So what happened with your case? How long did you end up doing?
I had got a joint suspension. Okay. So I did 8 months. I ended up taking a joint suspension. Oh my gosh.
Worst thing you ever did?
Right.
Tell us.
Right.
What happened after that?
Whew. So I took a joint suspension. I ended up going to a program, a little drug program. I don't do drugs. I probably smoke a little weed, drink a little drink. But as far as like hardcore drugs and all that, I never did no drugs. So drink lean, pop the pill, none of that.
Good.
So, but in order for me to go to the program, I had to be like,
I'm a fucking addict.
Yeah.
Popping them bitches all day.
Right. I'm probably addicted to food or something like that. Like the streets or something, but I ain't know. So I'm like, I end up getting a program. They end up sending me to a program somewhere in like the Rolling 30 Power Road, somewhere over there. Go to a program. I managed to stay out for about 8 months. I got out. I'm happy I'm out. I'm at the little program. It's co-ed, but it's probably like 2 females. And they don't look like me. It's like an older lady, older men. It's all older men, probably around like 50s, in their 50s, 60s, maybe 40s. You have
like your own space, so it's like you feel like you're doing your thing.
Yeah, but then it's me. I'm young. So like the owner of the house, I guess like the house mother of the program, she didn't really feel comfortable with me being in there around all those grown men. You get what I'm saying?
Got it.
She didn't like that for me. She didn't want that for
protecting
me.
You.
Right, protecting me. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I mean, they didn't really try nothing with me or nothing like that, but still, it's just open door program and things like that. You're not supposed to really have your phone or whatever. So I ended up being able to, I took that and I twisted on it. I like manipulated and finessed it for me to get into the streets immediately. I'm like, oh, I have to go do rap concerts. I get paid to do this. Like, I'm just making stuff up. I'm really just trying to get on Western Avenue. I just want to be outside. I don't want to be around you. I want to be around my family and my street family. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I end up, I was going to the program. You have to live in the program, and you also have to go to this specific program. So I was able to go to the program and live elsewhere. So I ended up getting a job, working at the smoke shop. I got me a little job, and I was able to still be in the streets. So the job was real close to where I'm from. So I was able to just go to the job, walk to the park, and I'm back out here at the crib. So I'm back gangbanging. I'm back doing what I'm doing, trying to get some money.
There's water right there too, okay?
Yeah, thank you. Let me see what happened within them 8 months. I was working at the smoke shop. I was in the streets. I don't really think I had relationships like that. Like, after the situation, my first love, and I caught my case and everything.
Told on your ass, huh? The first love.
Like, it made me feel like I was more cold-hearted. I had my girlfriend, and I low-key left her when she was in jail. I ain't gonna lie. I did her. I still, like, wanted to be with my first love, and I knew she wanted dick. Like, you get what I'm saying?
No, I
like,
get it.
You gonna feed me whatever you gonna feed me while we in here, but I just knew this is what you wanted. When you get to your destination, this is what you're gonna do, so I'm gonna do it first. But I shouldn't have left her like that when she was in jail, because I was... But, I mean, somebody left me. My first love left me. Like, you did that, and you left me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you ain't talk. I only heard from you twice. Yeah. And I risked my whole life for you. But I was young and dumb. So it's just like...
So they ain't risking shit for nobody no more.
Right. Right.
It's just rough.
So I'll be at
it's
home,
hard.
and I'll be dealing with who I deal with. I really want to have relationships. I have, like, little situationships. I remember one time I got into a car accident. I started driving and stuff. Oh, I've been driving, but I finally got my own car without stealing it. So I'm like, I was happy to have my car, but I didn't really know about brakes, right?
What do you mean you know about brakes? You're driving.
No, look, I didn't really know, like, when you brake, that the brakes could be messed up and they could go out on you. Yeah, I didn't know about brakes when it came to that. Like, brake mate, like, they
you knew about the brake, but you didn't know it could go out.
Exactly. They told me when I bought the car, go get the brakes fixed. I didn't know how much of an emergency it was to go get these brakes fixed. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go get the brakes fixed. Like, until then, I'm rolling. Like,
catch me if you can.
I took the car on the spin. It stopped at the stop signs when I was in the car with him. Like, it was doing what it needs to do. So I'm like, I'll be all right. One time, so I had got on the freeway. And I can't really see without glasses, or without, like, contacts. I could see, but it's like it was at nighttime and I couldn't really see like that. So I got on the freeway. I couldn't keep up with my spouse at the time, and the car wasn't feeling right. It was wobbling and stuff. I'm like, I know it's not me making it. What's
That's
going on?
Scary.
It's janky, but it wasn't that many cars on the freeway, thank God. But I'm like, I'm on the freeway, it's shaking. Something in my heart just say, go slower. Like, drive like you driving on the street, because this ain't right. So I'm driving slower. Then I start realizing, like, damn, I'm driving slow. Let me just get off. So I'm about to get off the freeway. Right when I'm about to get off the freeway, it's like flat land. And you're supposed to turn right like this. So when I'm getting off the freeway to turn right, the back starts swerving back and forth like this. And I end up going like this instead of turning all the way right. And I end up crashing to a pole, boom, hit one pole and then hit another pole.
Dang.
Yeah. By the grace of God, nothing really happened.
Oh, thank God.
I had like one scratch. The airbag came. I experienced the whole thing. But the car, when I bought it, the seat was broke. It wasn't all that. It was like, oh, beautiful.
It was your first car, bro. It's okay.
Yeah, the seat was broke. It was all the way leaned back. So I think that's probably what saved me. I probably like went back that way. Yeah, because I probably would have been outside the windshield immediately. The way the impact was, because the car wouldn't slow down. The brakes had went out, so it just...
The only way it stopped is with the accident.
Yeah, crashing. The double crash. Boom, boom. And I was gone. Like, once and then it did some Final Destination stuff. All the doors locked. I'm trying to open every door. That's my first thing. Get out the car. Because the car was on E. And somebody told me when I was younger, if your car's on E, you get into a car accident, it's going to blow up. So anytime I'm waiting on it to go poof.
I wonder if that's true. Is that true, babe?
I don't think so. It didn't happen to me. I don't think so. I was in there too long.
Okay, well, that's not true.
Because the hood was smoking and everything. So I
yeah, because you crashed.
Right, so I go to open the door, it doesn't open. I go to open the passenger side door, it don't open. I go to open the back door, it doesn't open. I look for my phone. I'm like, I can't find my phone. I'm like, I'm not leaving my phone. I gotta go. I'm out of here. So I go through the last door, it opens. I'm like, this is some final destination weird. So I get out through the door. I'm like, I have to get my phone. Anything I need to get my phone. Right, so I get back in the car. I'm like, where's my phone? But it's under the steering wheel. The steering wheel came off. It's on the ground. My phone was on the steering wheel. So I got my phone. And
left the scene.
I don't know what happened after I don't know.
Hey, you left the scene, bro. It's not like you hit somebody or anything. You crashed by yourself.
All I know is that I thank God for being alive, because that I would have been out the window. For sure would have been out the window.
Thank God for that car, though.
Right.
Thank God for the seat.
Right.
So then what happens?
I get into the car.
No, meaning like, okay, obviously, like you say you were only out for like 8 months.
Right.
You got a car, you had a job, but had the joint suspension. So what happened?
I told you I was gangbanging. I caught myself making a couple songs. I didn't really like them, putting them out. Like I was really into rapping on the spot. Like I like rapping how we are right now.
Like freestyling.
Not really freestyling, but writing and then rapping it to you, like acapella beat, like
got it,
rather than on the beat. So I was in the studio a little bit, but I didn't really like how it was playing. And then I was saving my money, just trying to live life as a adult. Give me like a little apartment, do what I need to do, make sure I have housing and things like that, because I was in the streets. Like when I was younger, I had to be living in cars and doing things like that as a female, like making sure I keep up with my hygiene out there, like with my homies out on the streets. You get what I'm saying? Living like that. So I spent a little bit of time like that as well. It was up and it was down. I was with them. If they thugging, we thugging. If they're gonna be with me and I'm with them. We were more like family.
I understand.
So let me think.
Well, what led you to prison, though? Let's get to that then.
What led me to prison?
Yeah. Why did you go to prison for?
So I end up going to prison 8 months after I had got out.
Oh, you see? 8 months.
Yeah, I was only out 8 months. It lasted 8 months, but it was lasting.
But it was lasting.
It was lasting up until the end. It was a situation with me, and something had happened with me, and I had to get in the spirit. So basically, I had caught a pimping and pandering case.
Okay.
Right.
So you were pimping fools.
They had a sting in Compton. They had a sting on Long Beach Boulevard, right? And it was this girl. She looked good, you know? So she was an undercover cop.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all, they got cameras set up. They got the whole little thing going on, and I'm not knowing. So I was an undercover cop. Popped into an undercover cop. Whole time she recorded and all that. You know, lady lying, talking about it's her first time out here and her grandma's sick and all that. You know, I'm actually like, bitch. It don't even matter.
But it does matter. We want to know, bro. We need some clickbait.
So I'm like, I was low-key feeling for her, like, dang, that's up. You know, your grandma dying. I should have known. Like, with your like, you just telling me all this.
Yeah,
she was lying like a motherfucker. But anyway, she was the cop. So Vice ended up pulling up. They come in an undercover car, and they was trying to pop it to her. Like, oh, you know, she walked up like she was catching a date with them, and da da da. I'm just watching her do her thing. I got her number or whatever. She hops in the car with them. I look behind in the back of the car. They don't got no plate. I'm like, oh yeah, she done hopped in the car with Vice. So I go back to the car. Call her. Hey, like, you straight? You know you da-da. She like, yeah, I'm good. Da-da. Like, I'm fine. I'm like, all right. Like, I fill her in. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's, like, they ain't got no plates. Da-da-da-da.
Something
like,
is not right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, get up out of there. So she fine. I'm like, whatever, bitch. That's on
That's
you.
her shit, yeah.
That's your first time. Whatever you doing, that's on you. So I end up hanging up the phone. As soon as I hang up the phone, it's weed. It's over with. You got the helicopter in the air. They made that like it was a scene out of Set It Off or something. It wasn't even that. You get what I'm saying?
So basically, she was saying that you were her pimp.
No, she was an undercover cop.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm just trying to like put it together. And how did you meet her? You were just out there?
Yeah, no, I seen her, so I went to go,
Talk to her.
Yeah, and that's how that happened. Yeah.
But were you out there like a pimp is what I'm saying.
I was out there like I'm trying to knock a hoe.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to take,
I just want to know, like, you know what I'm saying? What it is. That's what you got busted for. It's not like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then you got busted.
Yeah, they took me for pandering. For pimping and pandering. They take us to like this tent, and under the tent, they had a sting, so they was basically indicting a gang of people, collecting a gang of people, putting them in a tent. It was like a big raid. So in the tent, you have a gang of
Hoes.
You got a gang of hoes. You got some pimps. You got all the tricks. You got, it's everybody right there. All of them
Dang.
tied up. We don't have handcuffs. We have the zip
strings.
ties. Everybody's zip tied up and all that. You got to take a picture because you're part of this big old thing together. They done found minors out there. Yeah. I don't have no association.
Yeah. You wouldn't have been here.
Nothing. Right. Right. But they have, and they put it all in the article and they tie it all into one big powwow.
Got it.
So it sucks because when I want to apply for jobs, I could apply for like 120 jobs. Within the last, 2 weeks, I didn't apply for over 100 something jobs. Only person who hit me back is FedEx to hire me. And because they could Google you, and the first thing that's going to pop up is ABC, KTLA, NBC. First thing that's going to pop up. First thing, all you got to do is type that person up you want to search up, see if you want to get hired. And it's like, y'all going to go based off my past. Y'all not going to go based off of what, you're going to go based off of what the news had to say, the media. You're not even going to look at me as a person. You're going to turn me down. There's so many, I'm sorry, unfortunately, we moved on.
Yeah.
It's these emails, it's regular. It hits me regular. It's like drinking water. That's how many times I'll get turned down for a job.
For sure.
But it doesn't stop me.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
Like,
That's
I
right.
keep going.
As you should.
I keep going.
Yeah.
Because when I'm trying to do, I don't want to say trying is failure, but when I'm doing something right and I'm going down the right path and it's just things that from your past that'll come back and be like, okay. But that doesn't mean I don't deserve that chance.
No, of course not. You're still young.
Right.
Like, you're still young, and we all have a past, and we're going to go through whatever we go through because that's what we need to go through in order to be who we're going to be.
Exactly.
And without that, it won't be you.
Right.
And also just so you know, right? There's some people out there like that have degrees and that are not even able to get a job right now.
Right.
Like, it's so crazy. My sister hasn't had, well, I'm not gonna say my sister, right? But my sister, cousins, like friends, like, bro, they have not been able to find jobs, like, because no one is hiring. These people don't have records. That's how messed up things are right now.
Right.
But let's go back to, so you go to jail.
Yeah.
What happens?
I go back to the county. After this, I'm tired of the county because from that time, them 8 months, I did hit the county probably like twice within them 8 months, just for like a month or like 2 weeks or something for like a probation violation. So I was in the county. Within them 8 months I was out, I did go to jail a couple times. So I was tired of the county. This time, when I went to the county, I'm like, you know what? I ain't even finna fight. I ain't even finna do all that. They recorded me. Y'all got whatever. Do what y'all gonna do. I'm not guilty. I don't care what y'all talking about. I don't care if I'm on camera, whatever. I ain't do nothing. So I end up taking 6 years. Dang,
because of your joint suspension?
Yeah, I had to do my joint suspension time, which was 5 years. And then for that case, that was 6 years. So they could have doubled it, added it together, which would have been 11 years. I would have had to do 11 years. So rather than me sitting there fighting at the end for them to just be like, all right, you about to do this 11. You have history. You have a background. You haven't. It's not your first time. You've been since juvenile hall, so we could do this to you, and we will. So instead of me allowing them to do that, I'm like, give me this 6 years, and I'm ready to leave the county. I don't want no girlfriend here. I might get me a little fling, something to do in the meantime, because they got some bad bitches in the county. And in prison that probably need to go home so they could be bad. You know, they look good. You got some model-looking girls or just what I like, my type. And I'd be like, oh my God. Like, why you guys can't be at home? Where's the ones at home? Because y'all look, you know, and their personalities, you get to know the raw them.
The real them, yeah.
Because they're down on their low. Just like me. I was down. And they was down. Yeah. So I got to see them for who they really was. You know, you meet some people that you become real close with.
Of course.
I have friends, long-term friends. I still have friends from juvenile hall. I have friends from camp. I got friends from prison. I got the GTL app. I got all my friends on the GTL app. You know, y'all could call me. My phone gets blown up.
Y'all could call me. You're a good friend.
Right.
So what happens? You get sentenced and then you catch a train to, where'd you go?
I catch the train to Chowchilla. We take that, what is it, like 5 hour? I don't really remember, but we got to go through like the little grapevine, they call it. And we go to Chowchilla. We get there, it smells like a dentist. When you arrive there, you get to the entrance. They got the little high towers. In Chowchilla, like between A, B, C, D yard, they don't really have high towers on the yard. They don't have high towers on the yard. But like around the prison, they have high towers. So you get to see the high towers in prison. To see if it's like the movies and stuff. You pull up, bus pulls up. They wander underneath the bus, check you when you come off and all that. You know, we had to strip out, do our little couple cough or whatever. We had to take our hair out. I don't know now if they make you take your hair out, but weave out. Everything out, you go into the hole. Jewelry, if you go over their limits, their rules, you get sent to the hole. You know. So I have to have my little Afro puff, and then we go to A yard. We get sent to our reception yard, where we all in oranges. We all the same. We get like Lady Speed stick we could buy for deodorant. We got limited commissary, limited canteen. It's not like when you hit the main yard. When you're on C and D yard. Bravo yard is for like EOP. You got an EOP building. You have a yard for disability and like the age, you know, higher age and everything, like elders. And you have the dog program, the Bravo yard. So you have the combination of that on Bravo yard. You have one GP building. It's like if you can't be housed on C yard or D yard, you have to be housed right here, B yard.
Got it.
Then you have Charlie yard. That's GP. Whole Charlie yard, 4 buildings, 36 rooms. 36 rooms a building, and it's 4 wings. So
that's a lot.
Yeah, and it's 4 buildings. Yeah, it's a couple thousand girls. I don't know how many. It's thousands of girls up there though. The females, there's only 2 prisons in California for them to go to, which would be Chowchilla and CIW. They used to have VSP way back when, and then they had Folsom for women, and they had McFarland, but they shut them down. So it's only 2 prisons. You can't go anywhere. Like, say if somebody owed me a debt, you can't go. There's nowhere you could go.
You either there or you...
Yeah, like men, they could go. So what? They could
everywhere.
I'm getting on with your little $15 because they're not running up big debts.
Yeah.
Females, what? You can't go nowhere. There's nowhere for you to go. So I ended up being on A yard longer than I should have been. A yard, you're only supposed to be there like 30 to 90 days, right? So when you get to A yard, you go there, you do your time, but there's something called a 115, which is a write-up. So if you fight, create hooch, you get a write-up. Like, those are regular write-ups. If you have manufactured weapons and things, those are a different type of class write-up. You get an ad charge, plus you got to do a shoe turn, which is like go to the hole, and you have to do like 6 months plus.
Yeah.
A write-up is you just get your privileges taken away, which is like day room. You won't be able to go to the day room watch TV and do things like that. Or yard, you can't go to the yard. Or canteen, you can't shop this month. You can't get your food that you could pay for this month. Or walking horse. This, can I see this?
Yes, you may.
Yeah, you can't get these. This is the one thing that we don't want to get taken away. Our packages, because we love these when we're in prison. We need these. We want the shoes. We want the food. We want. On canteen, they don't offer what's in here. Here we get hot Cheetos. At home, I'll tell them like what I'm making. They're like, "You got shrimp? Where do you get that from?" I'm like, "It's dry shrimp, but you get it
fire.
wet. You get it wet, it's gonna do what it needs to do." Like they give us options in here in this book, but if we're not allowed to get this, we gonna work our way around it though. If you're smart and you got the money, you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
Whether it gets taken away, even if being lucrative, like and just being sneaky, I could get to yard. You could give me yard loss. I'm gonna get to that yard. You can't stop me, especially if it's cracking on or something going on in the yard. I'm gonna get. If I gotta go see my girlfriend, I'm about to get to the yard.
How many girlfriends did you have in those 6 years?
Oh gosh.
Dang, girl.
I had a girlfriend for 2 years.
Was that your first one?
No. Yeah, she was my first real girlfriend, I'll say. I have little girlfriends for months or whatever, but this is my first real girlfriend. I had her for 2 years. That was my longest relationship at the time anyways, with anybody. I was with her for 2 years. She was a stud. You
guys got married and did the whole thing or what?
She would call me her wife and stuff, like...
You're all happy?
We got the names tatted and all that. Yeah, we was in there getting... No problem. She got mine over her forehead.
You were in for life.
Right. So we thought life turned up being very, very short. So we thought everything was fine at first. Like she's a Leo, I'm a Taurus. We had the greatest like connection, friendship, but it didn't work because she'd always be trying to be friends with like my ops, and I don't like that. If I'm beefing with somebody and we having real beef, and I mean real beef, if we're having real beef, like serious beef, why are you?
What is real beef though? Like if it's not in the streets. Like what is beef? Like they're stealing from you, like they're not paying you money, like
no, like gang beef.
Okay, that's real beef.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
When you hit the pin, it's different for like the men. When you go up there, I don't think they could really.
You can't be what you can't.
Exactly. You have to like keep it mellow, keep it humble. Up there with women, it's not structured like that. We don't have structure and stuff. It's different because, in a way, it's more soft. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's ran different. You could be gay, like you could do what you want to do. You could have a girlfriend. We could be mixed races.
Yeah,
it's different. So it's not really structured. So when it comes to like gang, we still on that.
Down,
like,
yeah.
It's some people who's not like. It depends on when you first get there. How you run your program is when you first get there. Depends on how you're gonna be during your stay.
For sure.
When you first get there, because it's going to be people that's like, hey, woo woo woo. And then you're going to get it cracking off. Like, we could be humble on the yard. Say you have the neighborhoods, you got the Crips over here, and we humble. And everything is straight because we're doing time with them. I done did 6 years, so I got to do time with these people. Mm-hmm. They could live in the same unit. They could, like, we got to eat, pass, do different things with each other. Shit, shower, shave. Like, we have to do all this with each other. So it's like, everything can be cool. Then you got somebody new who's on that. When they get to the prison.
Yeah. So
now it's back. We back up here because y'all feel like when it came to me, it's going back up. Because I'm on that. They trip about my tattoos. You get what I'm saying? Like in the men's excuse me. In the men's jail, I don't know exactly how they are about tattoos, but I have a lot of gangs whacked out on me. On my arms, on my body, like just everywhere.
Just dissing fools.
Yeah. I never realized how many gang tattoos I had until like I was in my late 20s, and somebody pointed it out to me and was like, dang, I didn't even realize. I don't even have pretty flowers and fish, and I have a lot of, everything is gang. You get what I'm saying?
Gang lang.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So when I got up there, I was running phase, but I had landed somewhere. My girlfriend had got moved out of the unit for whatever. The officer was trying to separate her from me or whatever. We get into it. The officer tried to separate. But everybody can live with their girlfriend, so they're not tripping because they walk around holding hands, all that. What you gonna do, officer? You gonna separate them and they gonna go get with somebody else? That's how much female on female is going on in the women's prison. At least 80% on up.
For sure.
You could come there and say you're not with that, but you're gonna one day you're gonna end up being like curious, not by force. It's your curiosity.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. It's only a few select amount that's like, no, I don't want to do that. You know, so I had end up being able to go live where she was at, in the building where she was at, but in the building where she was at was one of my enemies, you know? And she wasn't just like, I would say my generation. She was that for them. So we had to end up getting into it over my tattoos. She tried to tell me I can't be in there with my tattoos. And, you know, nobody's about to tell me I can't be nowhere with nothing. So we had went from there, and I just got it cracking again in the prison. So my whole prison term was turned up. Plus, I came in there not having nothing.
Yeah.
So that's what changed the dynamics. When you go to prison and you don't have anything, you don't have nothing to lose. I don't have nothing to lose. And materialistic, I don't have nothing. My dad sent me to prison with $200 and said, make it last and buy a TV. You get what I'm saying? When I got there, TVs was like at least 179 to like 220. So I used that and probably like, you know, try to make some more money or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like try to make a store, but I didn't really have nothing when I went to prison.
Got it.
So I didn't have nothing to lose. I didn't care about nobody's time. I didn't care about lifers, nothing. I thought I was going to go to the fire camp is what the judge told me I was going to go to, but that was like a setup. That's basically you have to qualify for it. You have to see if you even meet the qualifications. And with my points, I immediately had high points. So
because you're a fighter.
But I was a level 3. Like from my case and everything, juvenile hall, it goes all the way back to juvenile hall, your points. So when I got there, I was a level 3, like a higher level 3. And then I ended up turned to a level 4. I started catching 115s on AR. And I caught a lot of 115s and I stayed on AR way longer than I was supposed to stay. Your AR is supposed to last 30 to 90 days. I was on AR for like 11 months.
Damn.
Yeah.
You were doing bad.
I done hit every building except
What would you say was the craziest thing you experienced?
In prison? Mm-hmm. I done had a lot of crazy experiences. I done almost lost my eye.
Tell us about that experience.
With my eye?
Mm-hmm. You did mention that to me when we were speaking.
Yeah, that I almost lost my eye. A situation had happened, you know. It gets turned up on the yard. Situation had happened where I was in an altercation and, you know, something happened to my eye. And I had to go out to the hospital because I almost lost my eye. My eye almost swerved on me, you know.
Which one was it?
I got a puncture wound. My right eye. I ended up getting a puncture wound in my eye. And I had to go out to go check on my eye. So I get to the hospital. They got to put me under. And me, I don't like the idea of getting put under nothing. Am I going to wake up? You know, that was my main thing. Am I finna wake up? You talking about putting me under? They're like, we're going to have to. We got to do surgery on your eye. You have to cut your eye. You might have to lose your eye. You know, all these things about my eye. But I wasn't crying or nothing. I didn't really feel pain. At all when I went. So I'm just like, I just didn't have no vision. I couldn't see out of it. So I didn't really realize I couldn't see out of it, but I couldn't see out of my eye. I had a hole in my eye. Yeah, it was a little hole in my eyeball.
Shit.
So not in my eye, just like on the outer layer. It was in my eyeball. So I had
like in the little black part.
Yeah, like right above it. You can see?
Yeah.
There's a little scar there and everything. But right above it, I had got a little hole in my eye. So I went out to the hospital. I lost my vision. The vision was like just orange vision. So it wasn't completely black, but it was like orange was going out. So doctor basically told me everything. I had to sign the consent form for them to put me under. He didn't really give me the countdown. I just remember laying out, and I just went out. I ended up waking up. My vision was still orange. My eyeball was sewn. So he told me that the doctor had told me that he did surgery. He cleaned out my eyeball. He sewed it up. Hopefully it'll heal. Worse that they'll have to remove it, but hopefully it'll heal and I could at least regain some of my vision back, if any. It was more told to me like that rather than, oh, you're gonna get your vision back. So I had to go back to prison. I go back to prison. My eye is healing.
Did you have a patch?
Yes, I had a patch. I looked like, what is his name? Pirates of the Caribbean. Jack.
Jack's cool?
Like, I had the little pouch, but the pouch came in handy because I'm like, you can use this as a cheese grater if you really needed it. Yeah, we had to use the Ajax top as a cheese grater. So I'm like, one day, like, I'll bleach this down, probably use it as a cheese grater if I needed it. But I didn't end up keeping it that long, but I really wanted it to. And it would have grated the cheese real good.
And you got your vision completely back?
It's
sometimes?
No, not sometimes. I can see.
Okay.
I can see out of my eye. It's just nighttime. It'll get a little blurry, or the little floaters will come out. I think it's the flies, and I have to play little tricks with it. Yeah, but I can see really good out of the eye.
Okay.
It came back. I had to play little Ray Charles games. Oh, no disrespect, but I had to play little games. Like I close my eye.
You could do those jokes. I can't.
Right. And I'll leave my eye open, and I'll throw my tablet on the ground and try to find the light in the cell. Okay. And I'll go crawl to find it, and I can make out like the light on the tablet.
That's how you like did it so that you could like train your eye, not train it, right. But like what is it called when you
basically train it?
Yeah,
train it to see again. Regain my vision. I'm pretty sure if I wasn't doing that, then I don't know if my vision would have came back. I was doing this often. I'm like, I'm not going to... Actually, it was because watching Ray Charles is what made me keep going. I'm like, I'm not going to just let myself...
For sure.
I'm going to stay strong, and I'm about to get my vision back by any means necessary. And I got my vision back, like, miraculously fast. It probably took me, like, 2-3 months in my vision. And then I start seeing 2 people that start coming in, shapes. It'll be shapes at first, then, like, color... I couldn't see eyebrows, eyeballs, nothing. I could just see color. Like I could see the color of your jacket, then the background color.
Little by little.
Then it'll start messing up my vision with my left eye.
Oh shit!
Because I have to look out, and now I'm seeing 2 people over here with another different color background, and in my left eye I can see regular. So just combining it together, sometimes it get on my nerves, but I just practice until my vision came back. Now I can see same color, same eyes, both eyes.
Good.
Right.
Well, that's good.
Right.
What else happened to you? Tell me about that other experience that you told me with the men in the prison.
Oh, the men coming to the prison. So when I first got to prison, Shiloh was on the yard. And Shiloh is known is in the newspapers and everything. Shiloh is known for being like one of the first men, Shiloh and Michelle, to come to a woman facility identifying as a female. But the difference between Shiloh and the men that start coming afterwards, later on during my prison term, is Shiloh lower body part, is
cut.
Turned to,
the girl thing.
Yes, right. So Shiloh was able to come and live with women. So Shiloh was living with women. A lot of women weren't comfortable with it, but then it grew on them because Shiloh been there for a while. So, but Shiloh had to be housed by himself in the beginning. Then, as more and more men that identified as women, transgenders, start coming over, they're allowed to live in general population. And we were forced basically to live with them. We don't have the option to refuse them because they're supposed to be identified as normal people, like normal
normal woman, but
yeah, like a woman. You get what I'm saying? So if they were to sock us in our head, in our face, or whatever, they just get a 115. They're not getting a case. It's nothing. They're getting a write up, just like we're getting a write up. But the thing with the women is that's when we're going to come together. If we're not coming together for anything else, that's when females are coming together, and something is going to happen. Because when one of them hit a female, no, it's not going down.
You're a
like
man,
that.
bro. Like it's
Right.
like saying, "Oh, I identify as a man." Like they're not gonna send me with the men.
Right.
They shouldn't, at least, because I'm technically.
Oh no, I believe one of them, a few of the females there that identified as men, they were fighting to get to the men prison. I believe one made it.
Really?
I believe one made it. I believe Will made it. I think he no disrespect.
No, I don't even know I don't even know
but I think she made it to like a PC yard or like a 50-50 yard. I mean, you have to because you're transgender. Either way, you can't go to a 4-yard being you're going to get tore every which way. You're going to get sold, walking horse. You're going
everything.
You're gonna be.
And you're done. You're done.
It's over with. But as far as the men, they were coming. We at least had 8 of them. There was one got a girl pregnant.
Really?
I know the girl very well. This is not the person you get pregnant. This is. It was all bad. Her mom was fighting for him. He was in a wheelchair. He identified as female, but when he got there, he like, hey, don't call me a he. I mean, don't call me a she. I'm not a, so it's like
what are you doing there?
Like,
but
bro,
what did the cops say?
The cops, the thing about it with the cops, they can't really do too much because once again you got Shiloh and Michelle. They good for getting things on the news. They're gonna go the full way, so they can't really be too disrespectful. They have to respect them as what they identify as. Because then you have females that identify as male. You get what I'm saying? So if you have cops like snatching them up or saying something and be like she, they're gonna correct you and say call me a he. If it's a stud, you got studs in there that look like men though.
No, yeah,
they cut off their body parts as well. You got females in there with their titties cut off. They're growing out their clit to about the size of a pinky, maybe a middle finger if it could get that long for a couple years, but they're doing the full transition as well. And a lot of us females, we don't play like that either. If you're too strong and you think you're about to fight one of us, we gonna come together too. Sit down, bruh.
Facts.
For real.
No, yeah.
Because there's some in there, they take testosterone and you're getting strong. And you want to be lifting weights and you're getting extremely strong where you're taking pack-a-punch and you're getting superpowers and you got cheat codes and stuff.
Yeah.
That's not straight. We can't really go from the shoulders with you because you gonna knock us out or something. You got men power that you shouldn't be having because you want to be taking a shot. But that's your own preference.
Which is cool. Whatever you want to do.
I ain't gonna lie, because there was some studs that I was liking.
Oh, hell no, bitch.
There was something that looked good. I be like, but you ain't about to be hitting on me. That's what you're not gonna be doing.
Yeah.
But it was
so what happened though? Like they were just there or what?
Oh, the men? Yeah. So they came. They live with us. They live in a cell with us. If we refuse them, we get a 115. We get a write up for refusing housing. Basically, like we're refusing that inmate. There's some that come in there that want to be with that have girlfriends, and they have their lipstick painted on, they have eyebrows tattooed on. You have some that are real flamboyant. Like you could tell when you was at home, you've been like this. You've been gay, which is fine.
Which is fine because we don't have to worry about you.
Right. So you've been doing what you do. You've been living in your truths. But then you have some that come over there and faking it, like
because they don't want to go with the guys.
Yeah, you're faking. You was getting done every which way over there, and you want to come, and then they want to come be hard. Oh my gosh! But one day I had a homegirl come up to me and she's like, "Hey, Sinbad," like I'm like, yeah. She's like, "Oh, you got a homegirl." She's like, "You got a homegirl that just hit the yard." Me, I'll bounce up, put my clothes on, like, "Oh, I'm coming out," So. Because if it was one of my homegirls from where I'm from, because when I did 6 years, I probably only had 2 homegirls that came up there for a small amount of time. But I carried the hood on my back. You get what I'm saying? My whole 6 years alone to the neck. And they gonna know. Mm-hmm. I'm like one of 1,000.
Yeah.
So I carried it on my back. But for her to come say, "Oh, yeah, you have a homegirl," so I bounce up. I go walk outside. She like, "Yeah, she's over there." We go walk to the unit, knock on the thing. It's a whole big ass tranny that turned around and talk about neighborhood. I said, I want to say they play too much. Y'all playing too much with me right now.
Yeah.
So he ends up coming out at breakfast serious though. I'm thinking this is a joke. You're serious. You're dead ass serious. Really you're serious. And I have to tell you, like, sir, like Miss Nigga, like you Miss. you gotta calm down and give me a second to breathe. It's too much. So he come in the kitchen. He like, "Yeah, I'm from Wooty, but I'm letting them talk. Because I need to hear what's going on in your mental, what's going on in your mind, what's going on." Yeah. Because this ain't prison no more. I don't know what this is, but this is not prison. This This can't be prison, because how is this happening? You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
This is not real. If I call my homies, every time I call them, they be like, "That why are you lying?" Like, I'm like, this is serious. They like, there's no men in there. I said, I promise. I said, there's one bang in the hip. Click. They don't believe it.
Did you put hands on that fool or what?
I'm like, so I'm like, hey, like, woo woo woo. He like, yeah, I'm from here. I'm from da 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 da. Like, this is what happened. So he's trying to tell me his story or whatever. I tell him, don't bang the hood. Like, I'm from the hood. You're not about to play with me. So he ends up going back to his unit. He gets moved. He ends up getting into it with the person who told me, I can't live in this building. So you get into it with this lady or whatever. You gonna have me like, stop playing with me. You playing with the hood. Like, stop playing with me, because you're going to have me getting into it with this lady. And it's about to go back there. And I'm about to go there with you. And you a whole man. Like, stop playing with me. Like, you can't play with me like that, because I've been here for this amount of time. And I've been really going up from where I'm from.
For sure.
So it's like, don't disrespect me and come here from S&Y yard when you was just getting done every which way, and you're trying to be on that with a female.
Yeah.
With a female, two, on some gang time. Like, that's not what's going on. We probably don't have structure, but this is not what's finna happen.
This is not okay.
This is not what's finna happen at all.
Yeah.
So I had to really check him and this time in the kitchen, I had to really check him. I didn't swing on him, but I got up in his face and really checked him. If he was about to hit me, then we was just going to do. My friends was right there, like, you're not about to get hit by, but I didn't need them there, because I was going anyways. I'm the type to wake up, get to the situation, and if my friends see me along the way, then they're going to come. I'm not the type to wake up and go get them. I'm not going to get them. Y'all find out afterwards and then do whatever y'all going to do, because I'm still not calling for y'all. I'm going to go handle my own situation. I don't care, man, whatever. I don't know what you identify as. You're taking estrogen. Your chest is starting to hang until you're wearing bras. You're drawing on lipstick, but then you have a girlfriend. So it's like, are you lesbian, trans? I don't know what exactly you identify as, but I know your identity is not going to be 90 Crip, though. I know that's what it's not going to be. So
facts.
Right. So I have to let him know that, and he'll do whatever he does. He's still like try to talk on the yard and shit. Like,
but everybody already knew what it was, so it didn't matter. Yeah,
but the thing is, there's only 2 prisons. He had to be on the yard. It's not like he could get sent to S&Y or whatever. Yeah. You're here with the female. This is how we have to live. So you're on the yard. Then you got another one from he claimed Inglewood families. So I'm like, well, if that's the case, y'all should be getting down. If you were supposed to be this and you were supposed to be, you get what I'm saying? Y'all should have been
probably besties.
Like, why are y'all over here claiming these gangs and you get what I'm saying? Like, y'all
not cool.
Y'all can't come over here doing that. Y'all wasn't doing that over there. Don't come over here. Now y'all coming over here gangbanging? Like, what if y'all come over here and poke somebody up? We don't have high towers. By the time they poke us up, it's over with. Like, the way they group up at our prison, they don't have guns they could just immediately get to. You have mace and a baton. And
that's it.
What are they going to do? If they really made something that could really get to us and poke us on up and do something,
especially
on
because
a daily basis.
Especially because they have those experiences from being in prison, obviously, because they're men.
Right.
They know how to make the things.
Right.
You know?
Right. Oh, yeah. They came with the white lightning and all that. I'm like, that's at least they came being able to provide us with insight on certain things that we didn't know. Mm-hmm. That's just, other than that, they didn't really, some of them are really educated, very, very intelligent in the mind. Probably just like a little mentally off, but very intelligent. Obviously, for you to be able to get here, you're very intelligent. You was able to say something for you to come get to where you are, for you to make the news, for you to keep going through all these courts, Supreme Court, going all the way up there. They were able to get this in the Walking Horse catalog for men and women. Now studs can get men clothing, transgender wear. You could get men underwear. They could wear briefs.
Really?
Yeah. And that was because of Shiloh and Michelle. Were able to do that. So I guess it was a positive things for you and your comfortability, for you to be comfortable, because it is some studs that don't want to wear female underwear, panties, and things like that. They get picked on. Like, that's the first thing. If I'm beefing with you and you're a stud, I'm about to get to popping it. You're not gonna like my mouth. I'm gonna say like things like that. That's why you gotta wear underwear.
Yeah, put your fucking 20s on, bitch.
Yeah, because at home they're used to wearing their boxers, the briefs, and being comfortable with who they are. So now they can wear the hats. You got studs looking like, you know,
You're so bad.
and I like that. So sometimes we on the yard and we have parties. And
Tell me about the parties.
oh, we have parties. You got Halloween parties.
Diddy parties? Like kind of Diddy parties?
So they didn't have like sometimes some stuff like this female Diddy party. I ain't gonna lie, they didn't have like they more freaky Diddy. They not like Diddy was basic. Diddy was basic. This was like prison Diddy 101. You have girls that do the craziest things. That's why you have to get females checked. Because you have females that have hepatitis C. You have females that have HIV. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have females that have things, and some females don't. You have females that slam. It's a lot of females up there that do hardcore drugs. So they're slamming, they're sharing needles, they're like it's all this going on the yard. And you got somebody like me that's like, hey, I don't do that, but I'm here for 6 years, and somebody gonna, you know, like we going to a party. We doing something. So
Sure, looking at you like, wait till we get in the car.
I told her, don't judge nothing I say.
You know, this is the past. This is the past.
So, you know, they have parties like I know some females who cut themselves and try to swap blood while having sex. I'm not with that though.
That's fucking extreme.
I ain't doing none of that.
Oh my God, I've never heard that.
I might spit in your mouth or something, but I ain't doing none of that.
Yeah, that's extreme. Oh no! Wait, they cut each other. What the heck is the purpose of that?
I don't know. Like, oh, they got Santa Muerte. They believe in Santa Muerte. So you got the girls, they get their little heroin to rub it on the Santa Muerte pictures. Then, like, we got something called See Oversee. See Oversee is like when you're bad and you got to go to board every year. You got to basically go to board within prison every year. Mm-hmm. And if you got like 2 or more serious write-ups and ain't been going to school or something, you got to get sent to like discipline for a couple months where you don't get your TV and tablet and stuff. And you got to go do time with other See Oversee people. And we all wear the same outfit, pink. We don't get our yard clothes, our relaxed clothes and stuff. So we got to see overseas. So, oh my gosh, why was I saying that? What did I say right before that?
You said the Santa Muerte with the hair, and then you got the girls that are getting in trouble all the time and they go to board.
Okay.
Inside.
So I had met this girl. She's Native American. She was just so pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm like, gosh, she's pretty. So I'm like, I'm about to get this girl. She was in a relationship. She was in a relationship with another girl, and she never cheated before. She was just faithful to the girl, but she was an addict. You know, she was, and I wasn't familiar as me. I didn't do drugs, and she was an addict, and she was a heavy addict. But you couldn't tell. She had pretty white teeth, nice smile. From the outside looking in, you can't even tell that this girl is an addict. Wow. She's around the same age as me. We're probably like 22 at the time, 22, 23. I'm like, oh, this girl, she's about
you were young and wild.
Yeah. I'm like, she's gonna move in my cell. So she comes over and she's all nice. She's like, hi, like, what's your name? I give her my name and everything. And my bunkie at the time, she was gonna be moving out. She's leaving prison.
Yeah, perfect.
So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, she's about to. I'm like, hey, you want to be my cellie? And I give her that look, like, she like, yeah. So she starts writing me. We start writing. She like, oh yeah, you look good. She tell me I look good. I'm like, oh, you messed up. You didn't open that door. So I'm moving on. You didn't open the door. Then she ended up writing me, changing her mind. Like, you know what? I got a wife. Like, I shouldn't be doing this, but we can still be friends. But at the end, she gonna say, did you ask what you about the bed move? Well, why would you say you didn't throw all that out the window by still asking about this bed move? I'm like, all right, I respect what you say. You know, we're fishing. Fishing is when we got to get the strings out the bed or out the sheet, and we tie a line like toothpaste or toothbrush at the end of it, and we launch it out the room or lock or something and try to throw it out the door and connect it. And we got to connect our lines together, tie them up, and then create a extremely, extremely long line so we could go back and forth and pull it in and tie her kite on there, and she could read it. So we kiting back and forth. Well, I like you kites, and I'm like, I'm really trying to I want to hit that kite. This is, you know. So,
yeah, I'm not playing.
So I ended up asking about the bed move. They end up moving her in. She gets moved in. It's over with. I got a little massage, it's over with. I end up getting with her. We cool or whatever. I ended up really finding out about her addiction. Well, she told me, but I didn't really get to see it until I got to see it up close in person. So one day I see her, create her little combination of things, and I'm looking. I can't help my facial expression. I'm just looking at her like, I didn't like it.
No.
Like, I don't like that. Like, that's a turnoff for me. And it's a big turnoff.
Of course.
But it's like, how do we fix that? If we could just fix that about you, then everything, you gonna be all right. So I looked like deep inside of her, because she tell me her story, what's going on with her kid. Like, she's hurt. She got a lot of pain. She don't really know how to deal with that. You get what I'm saying? Like, she gets her check. She get her from her tribe, and she could still be home. Like she still be on her own, but she just don't know mentally how to put that together. So it's just like I feel for you. How do I help you? So I spent a lot of my time helping her with her addiction, trying to keep her from, but it also like created a space between us, because I didn't like it, so it made me feel ill, and it's hard. I can't hide that. So I really wouldn't want to kiss after you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's in your mouth. I feel like it's like, when it comes to other people, I don't mind. Y'all do what y'all do. That's y'all business. When it comes to somebody you care about, it's different.
Yeah, for sure.
So she ended up breaking up with her girlfriend.
Oh no.
She didn't feel right about cheating. So we have this little yard while we see overseas. It's very small. And the only way to see people from over the wall that's on the main yard is if they come work in the kitchen. And her girlfriend had worked in the kitchen. So she asked me, like, can she get that time to, like, go tell her girlfriend, whatever. We flag. We sign language and we flag. If you're far distance from me, then we're gonna flag, and I'm gonna flag real big letters. I could do the whole alphabet backwards and all that. I could do sentences. I could sign language. I learned all that in prison. So it's like we flag to each other to talk. So I gave her privacy, not really, because I was in the back watching just to make sure. So
she said, not really.
Yeah, I don't play. So I was in the back. Girl, I'm helping you going through this. This is not easy to help. If anybody has helped somebody with an addiction, you will know that it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not, because they relapse and you get so disappointed. I put all this into you're kicking, literally. So, and you're going through this. I'm holding you. You're cold, having chill, like day in, day out, really trying to help you in a situation. And you're in prison. You have a kid. You're going through, and you have the nerve to relapse on me. I'm over and up,
like, girl,
Yeah. So it's just like, and I really mess with you, and I care about you. So her girlfriend had came and seen her. And she flagged me. She was like, I have something I need to tell you. And the girlfriend's flagged. She's like, what? She's like, I got a girlfriend. She was flagging to her. And I can see the girlfriend from all the way across the yard. The girlfriend's like, what? She screams. She's like, what? And she starts breaking. Boom. As soon as she started breaking, the officers start breaking after her. And they spray her down. And they jump on her. And, like, basically drop her down to the ground.
She was running towards you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
But we had a gate up, so it's like you can't really run and do nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
you do jump the fence?
Like, that was a little extreme, their reaction. It's just like usually they'll say get down or something like that. She broke, ran over there, they sprayed her down, whatever. So now she starts flipping out. Because she feels like that's fucked up with her, what they did to her, to her girlfriend at the time. So she starts tripping out. They end up going to a cage. We got to get put in a cage that's about as big as this desk, maybe a little bit bigger, for us to, we can't really sit in it. But if we get in the fights, we got to go to the cage, and we sit there for a couple hours.
Got it.
Right. And then we cool down, and they put us back in the same place we just came from. Unless we are acting out extremely, they might move us buildings, but usually we go back to the same building. I done been in so many altercations, and I go back to the same building. I done been moved around the prison so much, it's ridiculous. But if I want to go back to the same place, I'm going to go back to the same place, and they'll put me back.
Got it.
I was the type of inmate that's basically, I act out a lot. Like, I'm tripping on things. So they'll do whatever to keep me calm.
For sure.
So they'll be like, oh, you want to go back there? Like, they'll like if I was in a relationship or something. They'll be like, oh, yeah, she's good.
Calm.
Yeah, she's like somebody. She's doing something. She's doing her own little thing. She's staying in or something. Like, I wasn't out at yard all the time. I'm just chilling. Yeah. Rather than me just being out, always creating havoc or doing something like that. But, yeah, so she ends up going to the cage with the girlfriend. And their cages are right next to each other. So they're talking to each other. And she's like, she tells her, like, who is it? Just tell me who it is. Like, whoop, whoop. And she tells her that it's me. And she was more so upset with the fact that I was black rather than anything. Her girlfriend is Hispanic. She's Native American. She's full Native American. So she came back and let me know, and I was just like, dang, like
That's messed up.
Yeah, like we've been on the yard and we hang out with Mexicans. We hang out with every race.
Yeah.
That's just what we're all
do.
together on the yard. Like it's not, you got girlfriends that you could be from any race or gangs, same race. And then you have like people from Oakland that are like Hispanic, but they was raised from a black tradition. So,
Yeah, I get it.
And basically her problem was like that I was black. So I was just like, dang, like that's how you feel? It ain't even because of me. It's just really because she's like, she was disgusting her. I don't ever want to. You're not even disgusted at the fact at your addiction or nothing.
That's
like
what I was
that.
gonna say.
You're disgusted because she does drugs too.
That's why she probably
So
that's probably what it was. Look, because old girl got the money and that was her.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, so she did her dirty too. Like while she was overseas, she didn't send her any hygiene. You got her money, you got her check. You ain't sending her no hygiene. You ain't even making sure she's straight. You got all these things though. She had a lot of things, and you're not even helping her out.
Yeah,
you're not even looking out for her, and this her money, and she does everything for you. She had a loving heart. One thing about her, she just had an addiction, but she had a very caring heart. Very caring, very nice, very sweet. So that's what happened with that. I ended up being with her. But she was insecure too and indecisive, and I couldn't deal with that. Like
too much.
She kept moving out when we moved, and that was the last time you were gonna move out. So I ended up moving like somebody I called my little play sister or whatever. I ended up moving in the room with her. She ended up catching a shoe turn behind it. She was tripping. She thought we had something going on in the cell, delusional. So she ended up tripping out there. Like females in prison, they're gonna trip behind their girlfriend. They might do things that you can't go back from.
Yeah.
Like assault somebody, like do something you shouldn't be doing just because you're in your feelings right now.
Yeah.
Because I'll be tripping. Like, I was tripping. I had another girlfriend. He was talking about girlfriends. I was with the girl for 2 years, right? I didn't really do fighting behind her. Somebody jumped her before, so I went out there and I got jumped by the people that jumped her. Because I wasn't taking off on them. I didn't care how many there was. I was tripping because they really jumped her really because they wanted me. But they created a problem with her over washing machines. We have washer and dryers in the female prison. So we have washer slots and washer times, and somebody's slot was behind. So
it's always because of irons, washers, something.
Right. So they created a conflict with her, and I was tripping. You jump her. And she was from SAC. So it's not gang no more. This is my girlfriend. And I don't care how y'all feel.
Yeah.
There's somebody I'm connected with. There's somebody I sleep with. We can sleep and lay with each other. You jumped her. That's like cool. Me being at home and I got a man or something.
Yeah, I understand completely.
I'm just gonna let you get jumped. Like, oh, it's okay. We're in prison, and I'm not from where you're from. No, you're not. I don't care where you're from.
Yeah,
and you're not doing no jumping.
It's the right thing to do.
Right. So I went out there and got myself jumped, but I went and got my head ups after though, because I'm not playing with no jumping. I went to a whole nother yard. I ran through the kitchen, went to a whole nother yard, got a scullery. As soon as you come to the kitchen, you're finna run me my head up. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
If you jump me, you think you're gonna give me. Yeah, I'm gonna need like.
Yeah, we're gonna run it back.
So we had all that, but this is the girl that would go against me for other people. Like she'll go talk to people that didn't cause me harm or try to bring me harm or I cause harm to. Like, how could you?
Yeah, that's not
if
cool.
Somebody then did something to me or I didn't did. How could you go sit there and kiki ha ha or even if you get like. It's like a strategic thing. It's a mental thing in prison because you could get moved off the yard with your girlfriend. You could get separated from them like this. And then now in your mind, what you going to do? Are you going to cheat? Are you going to go hang out with the options because you got moved up over there and it's your environment? Because really, whole time, I'm only like a 2-minute walk from you. But it seems like it's so far away because we're confined. So it seems we're far because I can't see you for a month. But you're really right over there. If I look out the door, you're over there. Mm-hmm. So you got a lot of people having gate relationships. We'll go to the gates, like, and talk to each other through the gate or try to pass something through the gate. Like, if it's Christmas time, we get gifts. Like, men, I'm pretty sure they're not doing this. But for Christmas for us, I made a whole Christmas tree. I went and cut the little thing outside, the little bush down, went and cut all the little thing. I made a whole Christmas tree, added a little fake flock on there, made like little Candyman and all that. And walking horse, I went and got all kinds of stuff out of walking horse. Went and bought jewelry from people off the art because I started getting money. Remember, I told you when I went to prison, I didn't have nothing. Probably 2 years in prison, it was over when I could start getting money. I started getting everything I wanted. I had over 17 pair of shoes. We only allowed to have 2. I had everything I wanted. I got all kind of pictures of me that you'll see on the yard.
Yeah, because you know what? Well, actually, I'll tell you that after we're done. We're going to need pictures.
Okay. Yeah, I got all kind of pictures you'll see. I got pictures on Christmas and all that. And I wrap the presents, decorate the room, the cell room. It's 8 people could be in a room, so it's 4 sets of bunk beds. And it's a shower in the room and a restroom in the room and 2 sinks and big mirrors. So it's like we can have we can't, but we make a fryer. We create a fryer from scratch. We can make fried chicken. We can make fried food.
Really?
Yeah. We create
How did you do that? Like, how did you guys do that?
How do we make a fryer? I feel like things developed over time, because when I first got there, it was made out of like flat irons and blow dryers. You have to break down the blow dryer, and it was very dangerous. The blow dryer one was probably the most dangerous because you got this can that's about this big. You have the size this can about this tall, about this wide, and you have to put your grease about this much, your oil.
And where do you get the oil from here? Or from the kitchen? No.
Well, yeah, you can buy oil in here, but it's expensive. Don't nobody want to do that when you could get it for the F. We go to the kitchen. We get our kitchen workers, people who work in like central kitchen. We either get lard, that's our last choice, or we get oil. They could bring us back oil, and we fill it up. They fill it in bottles, sneak it through, and then come give it to us, you know. And we fill up our cans, and then you got to put the blow dryer. It's like the metal part in the beginning of the blow dryer. You got to put that in the can. But the thing about it is it can't touch the bottom of the can, and it can't touch the sides of the can, or it could like electrocute. It could catch fire. So it's like as soon as it touches the sides or something, it's like, how can you cook if
it worked?
It can't touch anything. Yeah, but you have to pay real good attention. You can't leave it by itself.
Yeah, you have to just hold it.
You have to tilt the can for it to work. So it was tricky. Then you have the flat iron one. They use a long part of the flat iron. They do something with the cords. I'm not an electrician, but you know, they got electronics though there, so they teach them all how to do this. And then you have females who do it and you sell it. I'll go buy a fryer. If my fryer pop out, I need another fryer. So then they use the flat iron, put it in the can, tilt it off to the side, and it heats it up like a fryer. Now I'm throwing in my little chicken balls. I'm making salmon croquette. I'm making whatever it is I need to fry. I'm frying food now. I get my flour from the kitchen, from the central kitchen. I'm getting all my vegetables. You get some from central kitchen. In central kitchen, they have different departments. You got the little dairy, you have fruits, vegetables, you have, you know, your main meal, and they could bring you raw meat, vegetables, fruits, whole onions. Yes. And then what we eat in the kitchen, we bring it back and make it, plus what's in Walking Horse, and combine, and you make
fire ass food.
Yeah.
I'm all hungry.
My Thanksgiving meals was pretty decent.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool though, right?
Christmas meals, all that. I was able to. That's how I got so big.
No, because you didn't work out.
Yeah, a little bit, but
not really.
This was a lot of my workout.
How long have you been out?
I've been out since June 2024.
Okay, so that's like over a year and a half already.
Yeah, about a year and a half.
How was it for you when they said you were going to go home? Did you already have a date?
Yeah, I had a date. I've been having a date since I got there. I maxed out my first year, so I knew I was coming home 2024 within my first year. I was sentenced to 6 years, but I was really set to do 4 years and 3 months. But I maxed out the 115s.
You did your whole thing.
Yes, the 115s maxed that time out for me.
And how was it for you when you came home?
When I first came home, I hit the ground running. I thought everything was going to be, I had money. So I thought everything was going to be, I didn't want to hear what nobody was talking about. Oh, the world has changed, you know, after COVID. Because I went through COVID and everything in jail and prison. I went through so much in prison. 6 years is 6 years.
No, I get it.
I didn't think 6 years was that long. I thought like, all right, well, this time sort of flew. I didn't know that the world was changing for real. So it's just like I got out. And I got me a nice little BMW. I had me an apartment. I had everything set up. I had bought a gang of shoes. Like I had people at home helping me out, getting everything together. I send them the money. They'll get everything I need. I get out. I didn't immediately start job hunting. I didn't start doing everything I needed to do correctly. I was like, you know, I'm gonna just get my money how I need to get my money. But I was spending. I was spending more than I was saving. I was just into things like I want a new iPhone. I need weave hair, cost $500, and wigs and clothes, and trying to keep up. Just want to keep up. I want a foreign car. Like I could have got a cheaper car. I did not have to put all that money. I did not have to put all that money down on that car. So, let's see. I went to go see my family, my dad. I was happy to see him. 6 years not seeing my dad, just hearing him on the phone. I went to go spend time with my family, and then I went back to the hood. I think I went to the hood the first day I got out. Like,
You didn't have to go to like a home or anything like that?
no, I didn't have to go to transitional home. It was an option for me, but I wanted to have my own. I had a puppy waiting for me at home, a Frenchie. So I'm like, I can't bring that to a program. And I didn't really want to go to the program. I'm like, I have money to give me a place. And as long as I give me a place before I got home, I had the place set up before I got home.
So you went straight to it?
Yeah. But when I got there, I didn't like it. It was rinky-dink, ran down. It was raggedy. I had to sleep on an air mattress for a little bit. I think it was like big water bug come out the ground.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't my stuff. So I'm like, I need to get up out of here. I ended up getting into it with like the landlord and all that. Once I get into it with her, I got my stuff. I'm out of here if I go back to jail. So I got out of there and I went to go stay with this friend of mine that I met on Meet an Inmate in prison.
What is that?
What, Meet an Inmate? MeetAnInmate.com is going to be what you make it.
I never heard of that one.
Okay, MeetAnInmate.com is like prison babes. I believe prisonbabes.com. It's a website that you use to connect with people on the out, a dating website.
No, I remember Prison Babes. But it's kind of the same thing.
It's like the same concept, MeetAnInmate.com, but it brings more attention. I had at least over 100 contacts from Meet an Inmate on my tablet. Like, you post your ad, you post yourself, and you just say a little bit about yourself. Like, hey, my name is Wooty Whoop. My desires, where I'm from, you know? So I have my little picture on there. They've had to put my picture on World Star. So I had my little picture on there. And a lot of girls would hit me because I was interested in both. So I had some girls, but majority guys hit me. And they were very supportive. I had a girlfriend that I was with for 3 years, and I met her on MeetAnInmate.com.
Like she was just writing type shit.
Yeah, she was writing me. I was 20, 21. She was 19. She came to see me. She,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she would come every weekend.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah. She held me down all the way. She packages everything.
What happened to her? When you came home, you stopped?
We was going good. I didn't even cheat on her. And while I was in prison, and she's on the out, because she's a female on the out, and I'm in prison with females, and I was getting my swerve on with the females. I like women. So I like girly girls, you know, bad, built, or stud, or it's just my preference. So,
yeah, that's you.
So she comes, I'm like, dang, this girl look good. Like, what's wrong with her? Because why are you coming in you young? There's nothing wrong with you. You don't have a background. She's Mexican and white. She looks good. She look like a little model. I'm like,
what the fuck?
But it's nothing wrong with her. It's just when she was younger, her stepdad, she used to go visit him in prison. So
that was like a normal thing in her life.
She wanted to have a connection. And she wanted somebody with that mindset, let's get to it. So with me and her together, we was like, we'll take over the world. That's how, when we met and when we linked and how we connected, that's how passionate we was for each other. We're building a brand, building something. She helped me publish a book while I was in prison. I'm an author. I got a book on Amazon, $14.99, from her helping me. Without her, I wouldn't be able to publish my book.
Yeah, that's very nice. What's it called?
It's called What's a Homie?
What's a Homie?
Yes, I wrote it in prison. While I was in prison, I wrote it. It's a 200+ page book. And
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So, and she helped me get it published. But the spiral with us, the downfall of us, is she stole from me. Right. So I was accepted in the CCTRP.
What is that?
Which is a transitional program while still being incarcerated. So you could go finish your time at this program, but you got to be on an ankle monitor, or you can't leave the program. You just could level up in stages where you could get your hair done and your nails done, and you could go get a job, and you could finish high school and become a tutor and all those things. So, and you had to be a certain person to qualify. Like, who I was wouldn't have qualified at all. So when I found out I got accepted, I didn't believe it. I low-key just tried to do it because I heard everybody else doing it. And I'm like, I'm not about to get accepted. But it's really how you present yourself when you get in front of the board that decides if you could go. So when I got up there, I just told them my truths, rather than lying and just BSing my way. I'm like, look, I just got 115s not that long. Because you're supposed to go like 2 years without a 115 or a certain amount of time. But me, I just got 115s back to back to back. But I'm like, I really want to go. Like, I really want to go. I did want to go. So I ended up going.
You can keep going because one's still recording.
Okay. So I ended up going to CCTRP. I got accepted and I went. Once I got to CCTRP, I had sent the money to her to put my box and everything together. You could order a box from home. You don't need walking horse. In prison, you can only order through vendors. Out there, your family could put
create
everything.
Your box.
Yes, put real clothes together from stores, shoes, not a cell phone. Now a cell phone. All of a sudden, this year, females can have phones and men can have phones. Men always can have phones, but at this time, females couldn't have phones, which didn't make any sense. So I sent her the money to put my package together. When you get there, you have to be on a blackout for a certain amount of time where you can't use the phone, not even the wall phone. So I'm like asking somebody, hey, can you call her? Like, you're not supposed to do that, but I'm like, hey, like, I need to check on her, make sure she's putting my package together. So they're calling. She's like, tell her to call me. That don't sound too good. That's not telling me, yeah, you put my package together. That's telling me
you didn't.
Something is going on and you're about to piss me off. So I end up calling her once I was able to get my call. I'm like, what happened? You spent my money? That's the first thing I say. Because that's the vibes you're giving me. Every time I check, it's call me. So she's like, yeah, she got into a car accident. So a piece of me is like, where's my money? But the other piece of me is like, dang, I feel for you, but you could have told me you spent it. Like, you didn't have to. You get what I'm saying? So it was a little iffy. I was low-key crashing out. I went socking the stalls and all that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I didn't want to take it out on anybody because if you get in a fight, you get sent back. So I went socking the stalls out. I did. I was tripping. Like, I had to cool myself down. So eventually, she came back up with the money. And she created my box and she blessed me plus. But you still took from me. Because later down the road, she ended up admitting like that she lied about the situation. And,
okay.
Yeah. So that's how I was just like, you was doing scandalous things. So I ended up getting sent back to the pen from the program. The program wasn't for me. I didn't last long. I didn't make it to get a job and all that. I didn't make it to become a tutor because I was trying to get my GED. And these girls were in my way. And by that, I mean, there's only could be a certain amount of people in the classroom. So when they graduate, I could get in. I couldn't get in yet. I was on the list. So with that being said, I'm very intelligent. I was helping them with math. Math was like their worst subject, math and science. And I'm very good at math. So I'm like, I'm going to create a class where you guys can understand. So I was helping them understand with real life things. Like, say I'll use this book as an example on how to do something, or I'll use something that was around. Fingers, money, something where they could understand and put in the common terms, like, or hood terms or something where they can understand math. And everybody loved me as a tutor, but I got me a cell phone.
So it didn't work out.
Right. It didn't work out. I got me all kinds of piercings, all kinds of stuff. So
oh, no.
So
you went back.
Yeah, I ended up getting sent back. I ended up getting sent back to prison. When I got sent back to prison, I met other girls. I was into other girls, I was doing my thing. I was on the yard. Everybody knew me like, oh, that's Sinbad. That's Sinbaddy. That's her with the whoop. Yeah, I done heard about you. So I'll go get me a girlfriend, or I'll go deal with different amount of girls. Like, when I break up with somebody, I'll be devastated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be more mad. I'm more angry. Like, I'm already a mad person, but now I got money, but now I'm angry with it because it's like I'm not happy right now.
Yeah.
I want to leave. I want to get out. I can have money, but what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going through something. It's always somebody putting me down, telling me I'm not going to be this, I'm not going to be that. Like, my ex-girlfriend, she used to be like, oh, you're just this, you're just a hoe, or you're not going to be that, or she'll complain about my weight. One day you want me to be big, one day you want me to be small. In prison, like my second year in, I went on a diet. And I called it the Malcolm X diet, right? Because I was reading a Malcolm X book, and I don't know. I see Malcolm X ate one time a day. So I'm like, let me try that. Am I going to lose some weight? Because he looks skinny. So I went to overseas, and I start eating 1 meal a day. The officers are coming to bring my food, and I put a sign on my door: "Stop opening my door and waking me up. You're making me mad because I don't want this food. I'm telling you, I'm eating one meal a day." So they stop because I had the same housing staff, and they'll tell each other like, "She's not going to eat. She's just going to cause a
scene.
Yeah, she's going to get the tripping because you guys keep waking her up." So I eat 1 meal a day, and I was losing a lot of weight. I had lost a lot of weight. I had lost 45 pounds.
Wow, that's
and it was fast weight. I was losing it so fast to where the nurse came and got me every 3 days to weigh me. I lose like a pound every 2 days to every 3 days. I was losing weight, and I cut off dairy. I cut off condiments. I cut off beans, rice. So it was only certain things I could eat off that tray, anyways.
So when you went to the yard and you were skinny, what happened?
Oh my gosh, it was clowning me. Because see, overseas in those cells, they're roll open cells, a 2-man cell. They're not the 8-man cell, so you don't have a big mirror. So I can't see the rest of my body. I can just see neck up. I get back, I get to look in the full mirror. I'm like,
girl, is that you, girl?
Gosh, they talking about, some people like, what you was smoking? I'm like, hey, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me and drugs. But they had the jokes. They like, oh my God. Like, a lot of people be like, you look good. But for me, I was too small.
You didn't like the way you looked.
It was not me. Like, it was too tiny. Like, dang, why? And it just happened rapidly. And I wasn't working out, really. I was just losing the weight. I'm like, it's a miracle, But
it's a miracle.
People was doubting me, though, when I was doing it. I had my friend next door to me. Like, she like, girl, you finna kill yourself. Like, she's like, you just starving yourself. What are you doing? People would laugh, like the Malcolm X diet, and laugh. But then when they start seeing me rapidly lose weight, they're like,
damn, I should get on that diet.
Yeah, they like, what was that diet again? What did you do? How did you do it? Yeah, I lost all that weight. That's what I did.
Yeah.
It's like, my girlfriend at the time, she's like, oh, now you're all small. And just, like, did you want me big? Did you want me small? It was more so based on other people's it was more so based on other people's opinion rather than my own opinion.
Yeah.
So I had to deal with that. And that's what helped me to write my book and get it published. Because me going through this breakup while I'm incarcerated, going through what I'm going through, and I had to deal with my eye situation, me healing and all that. Also, while I'm going through the breakup while I'm dealing with my eye situation. So we breaking up while I'm going through. You're not even supportive and being here for me with what I'm going through. Even though I'm strong, I can handle it. It's like, dang, you supposed to be my support. You cussing me out, saying it's my fault that all this happened. And like, over here hanging out with these people. So, I lost it.
It's okay. You're just telling me about the breakup, and she's blaming it on you, and that's how you got you wrote your book based on your breakup, and you're going through your eye stuff, and she's blaming you. Basically, you're just telling me, what you went through.
So after I was with her for 2 years. We were together, and we lived together. Remember, I got separated. I moved with her after they jumped her for the laundry situation. I had got moved off the yard. So they moved me to another yard, and we had got separated. I ended up rioting, actually. After that jump, I ended up rioting the next day. We had, like, riots going on, bad gang riots going on. So I ended up rioting. I went to the hole for around 30 days, and then I got out to another yard. So they separated me and her, and they wanted us separated anyways. We didn't really fight. We didn't have domestic problems. She had dreadlocks. I tried to pull her dreads one time. She told me if I pull them, she gonna leave me. So I pulled them motherfuckers, went to go get in the shower. She was packing her shit, trying to leave.
That's
so
funny.
I went run out the room like, where are you going? You're not, where are you going? Like, we've been together.
Me dramatic.
I was serious.
No,
though.
I believe you.
Yeah. I'm like, where are you going? You're not
want to leave.
You're not going anywhere. We've been together this long. Are you crazy? Where are you going?
Yeah.
Because one thing about the little studs or whatever, all the girls, it's like one stud, 50 girls, they're waiting. They're waiting with their bags of commissary. They waiting like, ooh, I can't wait till they break up. Like, they plotting on it. So it's just like, where were you going? You're not going. Yeah, just come back in here.
Yeah.
So we end up being together. But we broke up after them 2 years. I did a lot of cheating. One time I went to Sea Yard. I seen other things I like. And she would break up with me. The girlfriend at the time, she would break up with me and tell me basically like we're not going to be back together because of whatever reason. She broke up with me for mentally cheating.
Did you rap while you were in there?
While I was in prison?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I rapped while I was in prison.
Did you guys have like talent shows?
Yeah, we had a talent show. I believe I rapped at one talent show before. But I just rap. I didn't like I'll gather my own groups.
Okay.
I was able to collect big groups of people the way I was rapping, because I'll start rapping at the table and they'll be like, "Oh, come on!" Like they'll pull everybody in from the yard. But that's been since like
When you were younger,
the
you were
county.
saying, yeah.
Like the county, a lot of people would come when I go to court. They'll come in the tank and they'll come group up like, let's hear a rap. Somebody point me out and be like, she raps. It's either she fights or she rap or I seen that or you're funny, like something like that. Every time somebody sees me.
So you got out. We're getting out now. We're out.
Right. Where? Of prison?
Yeah, we're out of prison because we're out of prison. You got your house. We just went back for a little bit.
We just went back. We went straight back in there.
You got your little house and you didn't like it.
No.
So what happened? Because you only been out for like a year and a half.
I moved with the guy I met on Meet the Inmate.
Okay.
Right. So I ended up staying with him. He's an older gentleman though. So eventually, like, I felt like he wanted things from me, like, you know, sexually, and I wasn't too big. I felt like I was popping. Like, I just did 6 years in prison, even though I was dealing with women in there. I'm still like, oh, I'm Virgin Mary tight. Like, I'm not about to go just sleep around and do all that right now. I'm picky. Like, I just did 6 years. I'm fresh out. Let me do. So we were like clashing a little bit. I didn't want to stay with him anyways. I went. Like, he doubted me too. He basically was telling me like, oh, I won't be this. I won't amount to this type. So I apply for jobs every day. I'm applying for jobs because I'm tired of going to jail. I end up going to jail from his house.
Got it.
I catch a case. In Orange County. I'm on my way to see a girl. I get pulled over in my car. I meet a girl on the app, Tammy, the little Tammy app. I like this. Like, from me to inmate, it made me like experience online dating. So I'm like, let me just try the little Tammy app, see if I can find me a girl. Because all these girls out here, they want a man, or they got 10 kids, or something's going on. I don't have no kids. I just want a fresh start. I want to find a nice female. When I got out, I really wanted to be with a female. So I'm like, I was meeting this girl on the Tammy app, and I was driving to Orange County to go see her. And I was about 10 minutes away from her house, coming from LA. Right when I make this one turn, I see a cop behind me, and I'm like, ah.
And you didn't have your license?
No, I didn't have license. I have my permit.
Okay.
I have my license, but I see a cop behind me. So I'm like, I'm about to make a turn. If he stays behind me, he's going to flash the lights. I seen 2 cops. Another one got behind him. So I make that turn. He turned with me because I turned at the last second. So when me turn at the last second, if you turn behind me, you're going to blur me. So he blurs me. Once he blurs me, it's a gang of cops. It's like 5 or 6. I'm just like, I get an attitude. I'm hostile. Because why? What do you want? Like, what did I do? The car's registered. I'm good. I bought it. Like, what? What do you want? What did I do? I'm on my way to go, give me a little something. So they pull me over. They're like, oh, your car is wanted for woo-woo-woo. I don't have nothing to do with nothing. Please let me go. So I end up going to jail. I end up catching the case for something I didn't do. This is literally something I didn't do. So I end up catching the case for something I didn't do on my way to go see this girl. And I get sent to Orange County jail. Can't stand it. I'm fresh out of prison. I don't need to be in jail. You get what I'm saying? It hasn't even been a year. A year hasn't even passed and I went to jail. I'm in jail. So I go to Orange County jail. It's different than LA County jail. I believe this is my first time hitting the county jail that's not LA County jail. It's different. Orange County. And the officers, they don't treat you well. They talk to you any type of way. The showers, men can see you if they walk by. It's not closed off. It's see-through bars. So if you have a man coming to count and you're undressed,
they can see.
Yeah, they could see. I wasn't comfortable with that. It's different. The females is different. The environment is more dirty. They don't have nowhere you can heat your food. Like, it's different. No vending machine. No amenities. So I'm just like, I want out. Get me out of here. I'm bailing out. Straight up. This is my first time bailing out of jail. I end up bailing out. I'm out on bail. Back at the guy's house. You went to jail. I got to hear his ear and all those things. He act like he never knew I was in jail. You met me on Meet the Inmate. You knew I've been in jail before. So you know how it could go if I go to jail. But I had my puppy. I had to worry about my puppy being with him and all that and that type of stuff. My livelihood, all my things. So I'm just trying to piece it together. Because how did I get to jail? So I'm piecing it together. I'm over here applying for jobs, multiple, just grinding, job. I'm like, I'm tired of hustling and doing what I need to do that's going to send me to jail. I've been to jail way too many times. get a job. Just do what you need to do. Go the correct way and focus on your music and your craft and put it together, and you can succeed. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just gotta get up and do it.
Yeah.
I gangbang. Yeah, I'm from where I'm from, but I have to put this first now. I need to learn how to intertwine the two rather than keep failing, because it's something I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over again. And I'm this old. I did 6 years in prison. You would think everybody who did that much time will get out and turn their whole life around or learn their lesson. And everybody, I hear their testimonies. They got out and they did what they need. So it's like, where do I keep going back? So I got out of jail, and I applied for a job. Me and the man was clashing. I did a lawsuit. I had got a loan, a $10,000 loan, and I went to go get me an apartment. And I went out the way. I'm like, let me go out the way real quick. Let me see what out the way is like. And not living in LA. Yeah. Let me get up out of here and go out the way and see what out the way is like. And then come get me my whole goal was, I love LA. I love LA. So I want an apartment out here too. I want to leave, but I love it still. So I want like two. So let me go get out the way, do what I need to do, and come back. Because I'm going to miss my opportunity. If I keep messing up, I'm not going to be able to do I'm going to be a 40-year-old rapper? Like, I'm not going to be able to do the things I want to do.
I mean, well, technically you will be a 40-year-old rapper eventually.
Right, but I don't want to start off as a 40. No. I don't want to begin as a 40-year-old rapper is the thing. So I end up getting an apartment. I'm like, yeah, my first apartment. It's in my name and everything. Like, I'm like, this is my first apartment in my name. Like, the first one when I got out was in, I rigged it. I got how I need to get it. But this is in my name. It has my name on it.
It's your actual apartment. Yeah, you were super proud of yourself.
Right, it's my responsibility. It's nice. It's all decked out. It's real nice. And a little one bedroom just for me, myself, my dog. I don't have no spouse. I could, I'm juggling girls. I'm juggling whatever I want to juggle. I'm doing what I want to do. I got me a job. I applied to all those jobs, and I ended up being a debt collector. I ended up being a debt collector in Corona, debt collector specialist. I was paid hourly and paid commission. I loved that job. Like, everything was going right. I started to do my music, get in the studio. And I did a music video. Excuse me, it was a Valentine's music video about a female. So I brought a female to do the music video, and I did it in my bedroom. My bedroom was all decked out nice for Valentine's. This year. Wait, was that this year? Last year. Was it last year? No, it was this year.
This year.
This year? Right.
We're 2025, so it had to be this year.
So for Valentine's Day, and I invited her over. So afterwards, we not really like meshing well. She wanted to eat up all my food and stuff.
Girl, I work hard for this.
So she wants to go home. She lives like 3 hours away. I'm like, all right, I'll drive you, but I got to go to work first. So I end up taking her. I'm like, you have to come with me. So but I was working part-time at the time, so you didn't have to stay there for long, So I end up taking her with me, going into my job, working. When I come outside, it's cops around my car. I get another attitude. I'm tired of seeing cops. I haven't seen cops all my life. I'm just tired of seeing y'all around me. Like, and then that has something to do with me. Leave me alone. Like, what can I possibly have done? I work. I'm finally doing what I need to do, what you guys want me to do as a citizen. And you get what I'm saying? So they're around the car. I walk up to the situation. They're like, do you have anything to do with this car? They got my homegirl and the cop car, talking about whatever that they said she did. And they have this girl. She's not hemmed up. She was walking away or whatever. I'm like, what do you guys want in my car? They're like, they have to tow it, basically. That they have to tow the car because... So it was something about suspicion. They just kept getting in and out the car while I was at work, so they felt somebody was breaking in the car through the cameras where they was watching. They thought somebody was breaking in the car. So I'm not knowing they're getting in and out the car. Whoever's just keep getting in and out. Like, just sit down or go in the grocery store or go in the store real quick. Like, y'all know I gotta work real quick. I'm trying to make everything work on gas and how I'm doing it. I just bought this car and it's not registered yet. None of that. I have to get it registered still. But I gotta get to work. If I don't get to work, my bill ain't gonna be paid. If my bill ain't gonna be paid, where I'm gonna go? I'm not going back to my dad's. I've been left. So I have to survive. So I need y'all to help. So basically, the girl was on parole. I'm on parole. She tells them that she's been waiting to go home all day and all these things that, so you let them know.
Super annoying.
We were associated in all these things, Now I got a violation. I'm violated straight off my job. Y'all embarrassed me at my job. Now I'm not even talking about the females. The officers, y'all came here. Yeah, y'all embarrassed me at my job. I'm turned around in handcuffs. I gotta go. Now I gotta go get hauled off to jail from my job, from where I'm working at.
Yeah.
Like, and I just had a good day at work, a great day. Like, so
what ended up happening?
I end up going to the county. On my way there, I'm like, I'm about to call my PO because they told me that my PO violated me, but they lied. They said they called my PO officer and my PO violated me. No, they called a parole officer that was like in charge of their jurisdiction, and they were just like, take me in off the circumstances. But my parole officer had talked to his supervisor, and I didn't get violated. I ended up getting out probably like a week. It probably took like 10 days because I didn't do anything. I was at work.
Yeah, they were just kind of being dumb.
Yeah, so
sure.
It's like y'all harassing. Really off the strength because I kept talking about my car. Why do y'all have to take my car in? My dad was on the phone. He kept talking about file a report and all that. My dad kept talking about like basically complain about the officers taking my car and like they can't do that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And they were getting irritated with him on the phone like because I had him on speaker and I called my dad like they're trying to take my car. Like, what's going? I felt like it wasn't right. So who do I call? I call my dad. I'm like, hey, they trying to take my car. I didn't do anything. I just got the car. Like, I got the papers for it. It's just not registered yet. It's parked. I was at work. So they like, all right, we're about to take you in. They run my name. They're like, well, they're gonna take me in. So they take me in just to get me out the way. They're like, here, we could just get you out the way.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting out. I was behind on rent. for the time I missed. I needed every day to be at work. So I missed that time being at work. I got to keep my job. My boss, she was feeling for me. So she like, you could keep your job and all that.
That was very nice.
Right. So I ended up moving my brother in. My brother was homeless. I ended up moving in, and I don't live with nobody, so this is my blood brother. I don't want to see you like that. Yeah. Even though we part of raised, my brother stole from me before too when I was in prison twice. But you're my brother. Ain't no money can't come between my family. So I brought him in my house, and he suffered from addiction. So I ended up getting him a job. He ended up blowing that. He didn't help pulling his side, so I ended up losing my apartment.
Aww.
Yeah, I ended up losing my apartment. I ended up going to LA. Fell back into it. No job, no car. Couldn't get my car out, and I fell back into it.
And where are you at now?
Right now?
Right now.
Well, I just got out of jail not that long ago. I just got out of jail where I was at. So I said I went to jail, Orange County. Probably like a couple months after that, I went to jail again in Vegas. I had caught a case, just restarting over. Catching the case in Vegas, I did a violation. So on September 10th, I just did a violation. And I got violated for a hood day violation, being around gang members. And I'm just trying to turn up, like I wasn't trying to cause no problem. I just came to
have a good time.
Yeah, I just came to have, do my little thing on a little day. And just pay tribute to those who passed away, So end up getting violated. They did like a whole little raid, sting. They take everybody in on parole. I get violated. This time I do 140 with half, so roughly like 60 to 70 days. This was like the longest violation I done did. And while being in there, I met my girlfriend. We met in the county.
Okay.
She ended up getting bailed out. I had to bail out from an old case, so I ended up bailing out. We've been together since we got out.
Okay, cool.
We got out like a week after each other. We're going home together. We were in the cell together in there. We're gonna turn dreams to reality. So we ended up going home together. She's been very supportive,
which is amazing.
This time, me being out, I really had to start from scratch. Like I started from scratch before, but this time I lost everything. I lost my home this time. I lost everything in it within that time I got my violation. I lost my car. It's just a loss when you go to jail. You take losses. So while I was in there, I'm like, you know what? I'm tired.
I was about to ask you, like, what is it that Sinbad needs to do so that she doesn't go back to jail? Because that's like the most important part of your life is not going back. Because how are you supposed to move forward with anything that you're doing if you keep going back?
Keep backtracking. So right now, Baby Runner, he had told me when I was in jail and I called him, he like, man, you go to jail more than a dude. Like, that's, he's like, that's not cute. That's not right. He gave me advice, like, that's too much. Like, you need to take your talent, and if you got you a little bit of money, you need to go invest that, and you need to go, you know what you need to do. You got your resources, you know what you need to do. And that was the last time I went to hear from him, because every time I go to jail, I call him, and it's only so much he could tell me. He's going to tell me the same thing. So, but this time, I'm like, you know what? I'm about to get out and I'm about to do it. I kept telling her when we was in jail, when she was in the cell with me, I'm like, when I get out, I'm about to go mess with DJ Flip. I'm about to go get this music and do this music video. I'm about to go do these shows, and I'm about to do what I need to do. If I can't get a 9 to 5 and they're not going to hire me, I'm going to chase my dream. Like, that's what I want to chase first. That 9 to 5 is for that stability, so I can own a business and at the same time chase my dream. I have to be realistic.
Well, you need to have a job to chase your dream.
Exactly. So when I got out, I went to Flip. I came to Flip on my way to go see my PO. I'm like, I gotta go see my PO, but I went to go link up with him, have a little business talk with him, and he's like family. Like he's like family before this conversation. So it's just like he knows my goals and he knows a little bit of what I'm trying to do. So we put together this EP, this music, and I just dropped a music video. So since I've been out this last time, I went to go create a music video. I didn't even have all the money and all that. It's not about money.
That's right.
It's about coming and using your resources and bringing it together and doing what you need to do. So that's what I did. I got my clothing, got my whole little attire, all what I need to do, brought it together and went to go meet him. And we filmed a music video outside the courthouse. And I went to the studio. I went to go create songs and things like that. And we've been working.
Good.
Also, I went to go film this little reality TV show called Barbie Comedy House in Texas. I just came back about 2 days ago.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I was out there for 5 days. I went to Dallas and Houston for the first time, and I enjoyed it.
Good.
I enjoyed
real world stuff.
Yeah, I got my finger bit, but
by what?
A person.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
What the heck? Tell us about that. What is the show thing? Is it like a reality show? Is it like fighting? Is it like a baddie type of thing?
Yeah, it can only be one winner. So it's Barbie Comedy House. It's like, and it's a combination of different preferences, like LGBTQ. So it's like you got the girls in there, you have trans in there, you have
I mean, you live with all of them, so it's like you know.
Yeah, so it's like exactly. I've been in an environment like that, and then you have boys in there too. So it's everybody's in there, and we got thrown in a group chat prior to going in there months before. There's only one winner, so people come in there popping it like, oh, I'm gonna win. You gotta be funny. You gotta crack a couple jokes, and you have that personality, and you come in, you can win money, but everybody gets paid for being on the show.
Oh, well, that's good.
Right. So even if you don't win, you get paid.
Yeah.
And you get that experience. We went to different clubs. Like you got different clubs. I went canoeing for the first time ever.
Good.
Like I went to a photo shoot. We have like classroom scenes. It was very fast paced, and it was cool. But it was beef though.
For sure.
Like, everything was.
I mean, you got your freaking finger bitten, bro.
Everything was real. Even though the cameras is on, it's real. It's not like, cameras is off and this is not real. This is real. So if I had a problem with somebody,
we got a problem.
We got a problem. If we had that problem in that group chat, we're gonna have that problem. It was a girl.
They didn't know you, huh?
Yeah.
They weren't ready for you.
And then they told me they was packing my stuff. The girls had told me it was like all girls versus me. So it's 3 girls, 3 other girls, and it was me. It was only 4 girls, and everybody else was diverse. So they all beefed with me. Yeah, they beefed with me. It was like only 2 of them that had one fight with each other, but it was me fighting. I ran over 13 rounds on there with 3 different girls. And it's real. They have security to break it up.
I guess I'll see when you put it on your when you post it.
Yeah.
So we can watch.
Yeah, it was active. But yeah, a girl bit my finger.
Yeah, it was active. That is crazy.
We was going round for round, and the girl could fight too. I could fight. So I mean, I didn't win every round with the girl. I'm gonna keep it real, but we was going.
As long as you were with it.
Yeah, I ran it. I mean, I won enough. The other girls, they couldn't see me though. I won every round with them. But so out of 13 rounds, I probably won like 10.
Okay.
So it was
That's
turned
cool.
up.
That's cool.
But yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you got to experience that. I'm sure you're super happy that you got to experience that.
Yeah.
It kind of made you feel more motivated to like not wanting to go back. Like we know what we need to do. Like let's be real. Like
Right.
We're adults.
Right.
You're a grown ass woman now.
Right.
We know what we need to do and we know what we're not gonna do.
Exactly.
So if we get a feeling that we shouldn't do it, we don't do it.
Exactly.
You know, follow your instinct and do what you
Right.
got to do so that you could
Right.
stay out, so that you could do your music.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Is there anything you want to say before we go?
I just want to say, well, y'all could go check out my music, and if y'all want to follow me, Chunky Barbie, CHUNCYBARBIE on Instagram and on TikTok. I want to thank you for the opportunity for bringing me here. I just want to share my experience. If you haven't been to prison, don't go. If you haven't been to the county, don't go. You know, if you gangbang, you know what it is when you sign up. I mean, when I signed up for it, I knew what it was, so I know what it was that come along with it. So I stand on my 10 toes. I don't complain. It's just how I want to do it. You see how Nipsey Hussle did it. You get what I'm saying? You have to turn your situation into something positive, and that's what I want to do.
That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm aiming to do, and that's how I'm going to do it.
That's right.
That's what I want to say.
Good. Well, thank you for coming and sharing.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram.